Yeah, we are all welcome this wonderful evening. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile Media on a welcome. So this evening, like we promised yesterday, we are coming back today to complete what we started. So this evening, I greet you, Biafrans, and I want us to remember, say, our leader, Mazenam Dekano, still there in the hands of the wicked. And from the way things that happen, the only solution
Sorry, that one get copyright. Oh, Mo will leave that one we don't play.
Don't worry, next time. Okay, so the only solution now, the only solution now we no be political solution. As we can see, they don't try political solution. It don't work for them. So this evening, we are going to listen and hear and analyze what the legal teams are saying. And everybody, every Biafra, we have the opportunity to chip in one or two things. We go share the link, so who want come in, go come in. And I want us to remember that the voting is still going on. If you never do your own, try do them. And we must remember that tomorrow is Saturday again, the fundraising. These our men need our fund. The army, they need our support, and the only way we can support them is by supporting them financially. Ha need the Opogo, and they are not recruiting anything but money. So we must come out and build our army. You want Biafra tomorrow morning, army. You sleep in Nigeria, you wake up in Biafra land, na money. So we are welcome this evening. With me in the studio are the soldiers of the media. I have with me the Minister for Information. I have with me the Deputy Minister, and I have with me my Honorable Minister. So I am going to begin from the you know, say the talk say now women first. Make we respect them. So I am Wada Betty, greet Omo Biafra.
Thank you so much. I can see that this is ladies first taking place. I am blessed in the midst of three handsome Biafrans. All my ministers, the Minister of Information, I greet you. Thank you so much. I can see the eyes still. Same here. I love you guys. I love you so much. And 247, my wonderful colleague. Fellow Biafrans, I greet you all. I greet our indomitable Prime Minister, the millenary one of Biafra land. I also greet our great leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Please, my people, as you are joining us, always remember to like and share. Every contribution that we are all making is for one goal. Biafra is our religion, and we, the evangelists, we have to continue to evangelize. It is not over until it is completely over. You are all welcome. Thank you, my minister.
Ndewo Nwada Betty, ezigbote Ada Biafra. Vam vam vam. Carry the mic.
Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom,
They go collect that mic for your hand this evening.
the people who strong past me will collect my mic.
Because whenever they see say they won't hold you, they go you there here, they don't say they hold you for here. Anything they ask you, just give them because you don't get choice.
I'm telling you. So, fellow Biafrans, tonight, Gabo, Ogadi Popo, Gabo, Egwe. Now, this night, nine, that now with the dance, they carry Hennessy, they put for inside this thing. You know, I know, Anna, when I go hear that today. So, anybody when they watch this program, make una share. You know, hit the like button and invite everyone. Tonight we are here, and it's going to be an open mic eventually because Biafrans will be invited to the panel. So you are all welcome tonight. Airborne.
But my honorable minister, Mazi Akparawa, the only man they know fit arrest. You have the mic.
They will watch like this. They will my minister, my minister will go 247, my minister Betty Adabiafra, and all the ministers of BRGIE and the de facto government in the homeland, the reps and the coordinators and admins of the Biafran government in the exile under the leadership of our supreme and indomitable Prime Minister, Obato Obie, the great finisher, the Itiade Kondo of Biafra, the stone that the builders rejected that has become the chief cornerstone of Biafra, the man of the moment, the man that everyone looks up to and listens. I salute your courage for what you've done for Biafra. We've gone through too many travails and ordeals, and here we are today. You've been a blessing to the Biafran people because we've seen what is happening in the far north, middle belt, where countless numbers of babies, women, children, and men have been slaughtered on a daily basis. But your tenacious stand is what has kept Biafra land safe and sound. Our supreme leader to have admonished you to be the man of the season knew the blessings and the gift embedded in your existence. So we say thank you, Chukwokike, for giving us our supreme leader, our eternal leader, the former president of Biafra, the heroes and heroines of Biafra, and the prime minister of today, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, Simon Ekpa Njoku. You are a blessing to the Biafran people. For those that may not understand, with time they will come to understand the day fire is burning on their roofs. We remain so loyal and grateful to the Biafran Defense Forces because they are doing us proud. Without them, our women and children will all be in the IDP camps. Many of them, their heads would have been chopped off. But today, we can boldly speak from wherever we are that we have families back home. It is the existence of the Biafran Defense Forces that are making it to happen. And there are some other people which you cannot ignore when you're talking about the Biafran Defense Forces. That is, every Biafran that donates to this liberation. We say a very big thank you to you that you must continue to do more because we have a lot and a lot to achieve. With all the achievements on the table, within months, we've just clocked 1 year anniversary. But many of the achievements of Prime Minister were achieved in months, not in a 365 days, but in months. So we remain grateful to you And we say, more grace and more grace to your elbow so you can achieve more and do more as we move on and continue to ride. Airborne! There, Chineke.
There were no, so like we talk am before, now so we go do am. So this evening we get many things we will go discuss. But first of all, we go discuss the the legal team of our leader Mazenan Dekano. Make we hear within the talk, and so we go fit put word into within the talk. But before that, I want us to start from beginning, waiting happen and the waiting how it happened. It gets something where we go first go into before we listen to them. Make we start, make we hear, make we know where the say they say if you know waiting cause sickness, you no go know how to cure the sickness. So I go like make we listen to some things now before we go on. Um, Make we listen to Ejiofor and listen to wetin happen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, how he was sold, why he will never get justice from the court of Nigeria law, or from the law of Nigeria court, or from law of Funani court, or from any justice. There is no justice, like I dey talk am always. They have murdered or they have buried justice alive. So now I want make we carefully listen to this video. Make we listen to Ifeanyi Ejiofor.
I was supposed to have a meeting on Sunday being 6th at 10 a.m. somewhere. I may not mention here. But I am waiting for them because I'm going to mention them that will show the whole world. If they are unable to investigate what happened in my house and produce the criminal that came to my house and release my boss within the first 8 hours, I'll mention the names of the people that I had meeting with. I'll mention them, including the governors I met having with. I'll mention them.
Now, listen to this one. Listen to this one.
That's did any governor told him that they are rounding up on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? As I don't want to mention some names, but there are people. There are people before that time when they had that meeting in Enugu where all the governors gathered. That was the day the meeting was sealed. But our leader somehow is also he had his own mind.
So now we hear everything. The same governors where Ejiofor go meet, they discuss how they go kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Naim China Samodu no know when he talk, like our prime minister talk. Anytime they open their mouth, it go smell, and that is what you have seen now. They confirmed what our prime minister done the talk since. When you listen to wetin Ejiofor talk this side, you can't listen to wetin Chinasa talk. You go understand the wetin that happen. You go understand the where it dey happen from. You go understand the why we must double or triple or temple whatever we are doing. We know they go back and we know go back. Mazison, I don't know if you want to say anything before we go into the video. We know they hear you.
Yeah. Watching again. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. That was where they started the plan, and that was how they masterminded everything. So sorry, I'm watching again. these two people that you see, they are one and the same thing. The problem, the beginning, the end, the middle, they started it all. But what we thank God is that for this legal team that you see today to have been poached, say Prime Minister use Otapia take push this legal team. You say no use Otapia take push this legal team. Today, we no go see courageous legal team. We go sit down now and can reason and have the spirit of discernment, and they are able to connect the dots and to speak like real legal practitioners. Because when you look at this other one, what they were doing was political legalization in the name of lawyers. Political legalization. They have all our names for those of us that were in IPOB from the far place like motherland, reach the last place like Singapore. Every Biafran that was IPOB registered member, your names were on a register from every unit. It's just so called African rep now. In my unit, the register of all IPOB members, African rep can have access to it from any minute. It's just to call the national coordinator. National coordinator will connect the unit coordinator, and then you will tender the list, the register. They will see whether this one has been coming to meeting, he has not been coming, whether he's been paying for monthly dues or not. So you will tender everything. So when you even hit some Biafrans, Mazigo they laugh. When you even hit some Biafrans that will be going to Nigeria for holiday and then they were picked up at the airport. Have you ever wondered how did the zoo government, how did the DSS, how did the immigration officials of one Nigeria know the names of individuals that were traveling all the way from Germany, America, UK, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Cape Verde, and other places, South Africa, coming to Nigeria, that these people were indigenous Biafrans? It all came from this non-entity that you see on the screen, who claims to have been the most trusted betrayal of all legal practitioners in all times. So we thank God that today we have a different legal team that have been pushed of the virus of Ejofo and Chinas Abedbo Nworu. That is why when you listen to some of their irate, they are attacking this legal team because the legal team actually stood their ground to see that these ones here were forged. And all the evidences that they had claimed to have of those that rounded up MNK and the meeting that they had and those that knew about the kidnap and the name that he said, I will not mention name. I had a meeting. If I mention name, everybody will be shocked. It's been how many years now? We are still waiting for the name. Till he finished his tenure as the political legal practitioner, we have not seen the name. So I don't know whether it is Mazi Namdekano that they
continue waiting for the name.
Imagine Namdekano duplicated image. Now
No
you
worry.
see for the vision. So
Continue waiting for the names.
Spiritual power. If you see vision, I beg, give us the vision where you been see. Like pastor where you be.
Okay.
As you go, I might play that first short one when the Carol White the vibe.
Okay. And I go keep person. You they wait for the names. Wait, they go soon call the names for you. You know, serious. They wait for then when they don't collect money, that mean they wait.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a meeting on Sunday being 6th at 10 a.m. somewhere. I may not mention here. But I'm waiting for them because I'm going to mention them that shot the whole world. If they are unable to investigate what happened in my house and produce the criminal that came to my house and release my boss within the first 8 hours, I'll mention the names of the people that I had meeting with. I'll mention them, including the governors I met having with. I'll mention them.
Then
Hey, So which date?
Wait, to confirm waiting in the talk, listen to this one finish. The same governors, listen.
You understand me? Even if you give him a seat, that's ballistic to your phone. Did any governor told him that they are rounding up on Mazen Namdekano? I don't want to mention some names, but there are people. I got this. Yeah, there are people before that time when they had that meeting in Enugu where all the governors gathered. That was the day the meeting was sealed. But you know,
Yeah,
okay,
how did he?
And that Biafra
Yes, there's a pertinent question here. How did he know that the governors are gathering, and how did he know that it was at Enugu that they gathered? Is he in Enugu then?
How did he know?
Are you here? Ifeanyi Ejiofor has told him because Ifeanyi Ejiofor had the meeting with them.
So now, Biafrans, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, this was in 2021 that Ifeanyi Ejiofor was threatening and breathing hell and slaughter that he'll give them 48 hours. That if they do not release his boys, if they do not do this or do that, that he will reveal the names of the people he has been having meeting with. In fact, a meeting was also scheduled some few days from that day. And he said he will expose the names that will shock the world. Those were his words. He will expose the names that will shock the world. This is a man that his client was kidnapped in Kenya. And the Chida Satan came here to tell you that he will not mention names of the people that Ejiofor had meetings with. That Ejiofor had meetings with the governors. And Ejiofor was also saying in that place that he will reveal the names of governors and the people. And he gave them 48 hours. I don't know whether that 48 hours have turned to 48 years.
I have seen the 48 hours. I have seen it. Let me tell you guys. I just saw it now.
Okay.
48 hours. Not up to 48 years.
I don't the 48 hours was actually utilized. Ask me how. You know, after he made all this pronouncement, that was when his awards of knighthood started coming. The next one was the award from Buhari. The next one was another award from Youth Corpus Commission. The next one was award from one African Union. So this is how.
Fulani herdsmen even give him award. Fulani herdsmen give him award.
So they use all those awards.
Remember our PM made the exposition one time saying that Nigerian government paid him some amount of money. I've forgotten how many millions or billions they paid him. Forget that one.
All this money plus the award, now be the revelation where in say 48 hours. I will mention the names. So after the threat, they gave him what he asked for now. Now be all those award will come to see. Since then, what he had to also come back and do was to make sure every pronouncement of sit at home, every pronouncement of our PM, then that was the spokesperson of Biafra, every pronouncement that came, he will always come to counter it with his legal team. He will always come to counter it. So these are the 48 hours now. You don't give the 48 hours. The 48 hours was working out and everything utilized very well.
So that is what they now use to trade the 48 hours. And the criminal kept quiet.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow, CCTV camera, we did not see. 48 hours, we did not see. And our prime minister came to the rescue. If our Prime Minister did not come to the rescue, I bet you this program we are doing tonight, we will not be able to do it. This legal team, this brand new legal team we are seeing today, you will see that the only thing that you will be seeing is Ifeanyi Ejiofor under the mango tree with his earpiece and the 48 hours
But
time.
why is he, if he go to court, he's under the mango tree. Even in his house, he's under the mango tree. What is this? What is this mango tree that he, but
There's something
Yeah,
about that
it's
mango
because
tree.
it's because you said that the tree is mango, and he's a man.
So Biafrans, no could have follow us ask Ejiofor, because Amazon don't tell us now, say the 48 hours he exchanged with knighthood and all the medals and all the, even our Kwakuko ceremony, money changing hands. I don't know whether Mazison is correct or we should ask him again. 48 hours again, or thought to go to 48 years. This is a man that will come, despite all these things, he will still come out and say, I am most trusted. I am Master most trusted. Ask anybody. Most trusted when they go meet with governors. Most trusted when they go. Arrest my case.
I think the next outing that we will come, we will tag the topic, the apocalypse of the most trusted lawyer of MNK.
And this thing is so sweet. It's so sweet now because when our Prime Minister was telling him, I will be your head, he told Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I will finish, will never come out again and talk about Biafra. What have we seen today? Ifeanyi Ejiofor is done and dusted. Finished completely. Completely gone.
Ada Biafra, do you want to say anything before we move on?
Ada Biafra, beg, crank your voice. Papa, beg, can you look for that video of done and dusted? Done and dusted. Done and dusted. Mazi Achebe boy. Done and dusted.
No, bastard. No, bastard. Bastard.
I beg, if we not continue like this, we will not go do program. Oh. We don't go do.
I beg, make we dey serious now. My people,
we not go do anything. Oh. Then we just leave that.
Ada carry mic, I beg. Ada carry mic.
thank you. You know, my people, in all this, though it looks like a laughing matter, but it's not to me, because the sacking of this man by our Onyendu, which is our Onyendu's prerogative and inherent right, he has right to get another lawyer, sack his lawyer as many times as he likes. It is his right. But you can see that since this very Ejiofor was sacked, he is making Onyendu's case difficult, to the extent that this current group or team of lawyers are threatening to withdraw, which means if this whole team withdraws, Onyendu will be left without legal representation. And another team, no other team will have the courage to take up the case. So Ejiofor still has eye in what we are doing, according to our PM, that Ejiofor is the Nigerian eye in what we are doing. Onyendu have always been made to suffer in this very situation. is very annoying, very frustrating. He is there because where Onyendu is kept by the rule of law, if Nigeria government is such a country, you can sue them. I'm telling you people, because when you are training or when you are doing your course, you do what we call PACE, Police and Criminal Evidence Act. You do it as a separate course, and you learn how many hours you can keep somebody under police custody, and it will become illegal detention. Onyendu has been illegally detained since the day he was the date he landed to Nigeria. Because that place he is not supposed to be there more than 36 hours. But he has been there now going to 2 years. June is no longer far from now. So this Ejiofor and his partners, China Samuru, all the governors, the past and the present Southeast governors, they are the architect of Onyendu's predicament legally right now. So Onyendu's legal representative, they are being denied access to Onyendu. All the legal documents, they will have access to it, which they are not supposed to do. It is only the court, because when you are preparing a court case, you prepare 3 bundles, one for the court, one for the other parties, and one for you and your client. Or if you have extra time, you prepare one for the client. It will be 4. But now, when they are going to get instruction from Onyendu, all the things they typed out, they will take it from them, photocopy it, put gadgets there, and listen to all their conversations. These are not allowed. It's not allowed. So Onyendu needs help, to be honest, and his legal team. I don't know what their next line of action will be, because they all felt threatened, and especially this one, I'm seeing his picture now, made a very statement. I don't know how to put it. The legal implication of what he said is so glaring that Onyendu will soon be facing this unpatriotic way of representation, unconstitutional and unprofessional. It's not good. He should be taken to either real prison or be left to go on bail or whatever they want to do, So I don't know how this could be addressed. Onyendu needs help. I'm telling you people, he needs help. So that's what I will say for now, until I hear any further thing that requires my contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Right.
Darby as well. Thank
There
you.
will.
My voice, they come out, so?
Yeah, very well. They come out.
Okay. So, Biafran people, one thing is that you don't need to be worried about what will happen to Onyendu or what will happen to his legal team if they pull out of this justice charade, which one Nigeria want to do, because they are standing on their ground and they know why they are saying so. Now, something must happen for one Nigeria to be fully exposed to the entire world. And this is part of it. Have you all wondered why Onyendu was the one defending himself inside the court in the last court hearing? There were videos that were coming out. Onyendu was the one talking to the chief judge herself, defending himself. Then some people got perplexed and said, what is the work of the legal practitioners? That is why the legal practitioners came out to tell you that whenever they go to see Onyendu and to discuss with Onyendu prior to his appearance in court, that the DSS don't allow them to. They don't give them privacy. And even when they grant them a little of it, they plant videos and audio tapes that is recording everything they say, and they will take it out to go and use it against them before they even appear in court. And they take everything that they have. So how do you expect the same legal team to now stand in court to defend what? So that is why Maxwell said MNK is not facing prosecution. He is facing what? Execution. You're trying to execute him. You're trying to kill him because there is nothing that has to go in line with the law. There's nothing on the table for us to follow. The person you're bringing to court have not been granted access to the legal practitioners to talk to them and then to discuss and to know what they are going to go and defend in court. So the lawyers are very, very good when they say, we cannot come to court and then defend or say we are talking about MNK when there is nothing allowed for us to discuss before coming to court. So by so doing, it is at this point that the rubbish, fraudulent constitution of one Nigeria will be coming out very clear to the entire world for them to understand that when Enyundu is taken to court, that there is nothing like perusal of his case or his paperwork or anything or discussion with him and his lawyer, that the DSS don't allow them. So the whole world will understand, oh, this is what has been happening. The day you see this legal team stand their ground and pull out from after this interview that they have granted, it is evident for you to know why they pull out. Because if they now go inside the same court to go and sit down and allow the chief judge to decide anything against or in favor of Onyendu, they are already compromised. That is why they came out and said, we are coming out to tell you what has been happening. Because we cannot go inside that court to say we are going to defend Onyendu when they don't allow us to have discussion with him prior to coming out. Nothing that we discuss is allowed. Onyendu does not have freedom to talk to his legal practitioners. So how do the legal practitioners go to the same court to defend him? One Nigeria piles up their own case, and the legal practitioners of MNK does not have access to what they pile up. And when they now enter the court, all what they have has been concealed. But whatever the legal team of Onyendu has, they have already revealed everything and have it on their table. And they are using it as a defense against the legal team of MNK before they enter the court. So when this legal team protests and say, we cannot come into that court to come and sit down and allow you to murder the justice of our own client in favor or against, they are doing the right thing. And the justice system of the entire world will speak out to tell you that yes, for you not to go in, you have not compromised your jurisprudence as a lawyer. So if you now go inside, oh, that means you are actually absorbing them of what they have done. So you allow the game that they have played to work out. So to all Biafrans, tomorrow that you hear that the legal team protests and they decide not to be part of the appearance in court, go back and refer to this video that we are going to play, because everything, every information that you need are all here. We thank God that this legal team have been purged of the virus that were inside. So this is what has been happening since 2021. And Ejiofor has been doing what? Covering everything up. Whenever Maxwell will want to come out and say it, Ejiofor will say, shut up, I have collected money. Ejimako will come out to come and say, they say, shut up, I have collected money. Okpara will come out to say, I have collected money, because he comes out to tell you he is the most trusted of the betrayals of the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So people don't know the reality of what has been happening. We have been asking questions. What work have the legal team been doing? We have been here on several occasions to fight the legal team. Why? Because of them not delivering what they are supposed to deliver. They will now leave the legal work to now come into the administration of the government of Biafra. They will now leave everything that we are doing, that they are supposed to do, to now come into the civil disobedience implemented by the government of Biafra. They'll be coming in to come and tell us what we should do and how we should talk and what we should not talk. This has been the work and the antics of Ejiofor. These are the issues that should have been brought on the table long since 2021. But Ejiofor has been using cover me, I cover you, we are corrupt to cover me, make I cover you, to cover everything. That is why the legal team have been going blindly. But it is now that the legal team now are coming out to tell you, this is what has been happening since 2021. And this is the reason why MNK going to court, they don't give ear to whatever is saying. They don't even allow anything to go that the legal team is presenting, because before they reach there, Nigerian system, Nigerian court already have everything that they are going to say in the court. It's just like the script. So, Biafrans, we are standing with this legal team because we have seen that they have come back to their senses. Remember that when they were not in their real senses, we were always here to kick their ass and call them to order. Today now, they are beginning to come back to order. So we say, apologize to them. My minister, carry on, sir.
All right, we now go to the video.
I want the world to know that Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any prosecution. Nnamdi Kanu is facing persecution. Persecution in the sense that since the history of law in Nigeria, it's well established that Nnamdi Kanu is the only defendant in the history of law in Nigeria that does not have adequate time and facility as provided by Section 36 of the Constitution, which gave an accused person a right to have adequate time and facility to defend himself. What do I mean? You recall that some time ago, as his lawyer, when I went to have a discussion with him at the DSSS, my right was violated, I was intimidated, I was stripped to half naked there in DSSS. I rushed back to the Federal High Court and laid my complaint through originating processes. And after looking at all that happened, the court said yes, Nnamdi Kanu's rights was violated, granted all my reliefs, and directed the DSSS to apologize to us and stop intimidating us and to pay me 5 million naira. That particular judgment was not appealed against. That particular judgment is still subsisting and valid. Now, we took the same application
Mazugo,
the same Federal High Court.
1 minute, Mazugo.
Stating the
Are we going to listen to everything, or because the thing good, we're gonna analyze them bit by bit now? How you
Yeah,
start?
anytime you want me to pause, I will pause. You say what you want to say.
Thank you.
Anybody, Ada Biafra, you heard me?
Yes.
Thank you. So let me,
Anytime you want me to pause, just tell me to pause. I will pause you, shipping what you want to ship it.
thank you very much, Mazi. Let me say one or two things. Maybe I'm sure Ada Biafra will also say something in this regard. Our beloved lawyer here, whom I am suddenly beginning to like, because at the time I got very angry with this guy. Right now, I am beginning to delight myself in him. He said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any prosecution, that he is facing persecution. He is being persecuted. So, and he also cited, and anybody can go and verify, including Peter Obi, verify if it is true or not, whether there have ever been anybody that have case in the zoo that the country or whatever that sued him does not allow that person to have access to his lawyer and have privacy to his lawyer, to hear his lawyer and tell his lawyer what he feels, and the lawyer will tell him this is how we'll fight it, and it has to be in a separate place with his lawyer. Even if the person is in prison, the person must have a separate meeting with his lawyer. He said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the first person that have not enjoyed this particular privilege. They deny him. And he's here telling you that when he went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was stripped naked. How about your talk? This lawyer that working, how about your talk? How about your talk? His sukutum was jumping up and down. He ran to meet the High Court Kosebe Kagara. Amamo bossas ko iriga, but if you wait, the court judge which lawyer is coming here with bossas? You need bossas, boss or meet the judge. Judge will say, no, this is a crime. You have to pay him 5 million naira. How can a lawyer that went to court complete now run out of DSS with bossas? It only happened in Nigeria, in the zoo. And the lawyer is here saying it. They asked them to pay him 5 million for stripping him naked, please. Up to today, they did not argue it, they did not reject it, and they have not paid him that money, and that case is still standing. Now, I have a question. Because where did they ever treat a Ejiofor like that? Because I want to believe that a Ejiofor was going in and out without this kind of humiliation. Because a Ejiofor was already part and parcel of DSS. Because a Ejiofor have never come out to tell us that they stripped him naked, or they humiliated him, or he went to join. Never. The only thing that Ejiofor tell us is that that place is bunk. It's bunk. But he will come out, and while he's saying it, he's happy, he's smiling. He will tell you very soon it will be dust and dusted. Everything here, we are doing well. Iroko is here, and all that nonsense. But this man, after the humiliation, because he has integrity, he want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be out, he went and sued them for stripping him naked, and he won the case, and the case is still pending. You see the many victories the people won. Ejiofor, did he win anyone? Nulla, completamento nulla. This is what I have to say here. I don't know whether Ada Biafra has something to say in this place. And please, Mazigo, should we put the link so that Biafrans that want to come in can come in at any time?
Yeah. Okay. Let's put the link if you want. Good. So,
if Ada
everybody share the link on your own. Ada Biafra, share the link from your side so that anybody from your side can join us.
From my side, how do I do that? You have shared it. You know I don't know how to do all these things.
It's okay. Okay, we continue.
Reasons why Nnamdi Kanu should be taken away from DSSS. DSSS is a prosecution. You don't need to have a law degree for you to know that you can never be a judge in your own case. The principle of nemo judice casusua. You can never be a judge in your own case. Anytime we went to DSSS to have a discussion with our client Nnamdi Kanu, the DSSS will set up gadgets, send the officials to come and monitor what we are saying. Right from the gate, they will search us. Whatever documents that the confidential documents that I'm going with to discuss with my client, they will collect it, take it to the legal department. The legal department will read it, photocopy it, before they will hand it over to us. Whatever minutes I collected from Nnamdi Kanu, as I'm coming out, they will collect it from me and snap it. So, in other words, there is no defense. And we have pleaded time without number that please, if you don't want to release him on bail, send him to Kuje Correctional Center. These are the people that we are trained on how to keep a suspect that is facing trial, and we call them awaiting trial suspects. If you go there, they apply professionalism. They will give you all the necessary materials,
please, can we ask a question?
to have a discussion with your client.
Can we ask a question?
Okay.
Shebi SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mike Ozokeme, was with these people. This bitter complaint these people saying, Mike Ozokeme, did he not see it? This man was supposed to be a senior advocate. How does it happen? All these things were happening, and yet Mike Ozokeme was still coming to court and judging case. What was he judging? What was he defending? You go in, what you wrote before you go in, they collect it from you. You finish talking with your client, then you come out, what your client told you, they collect it from you. And then after that, you will still go to court and say, Master Namdekan is coming to court. What were they coming to court to do? Because I don't understand. So that means Mike Ozokeme knew very well with Ejiofor that that case was going nowhere. And I want to believe that maybe some of those things, they were even hiding it from us in Namdekan. These people should confess to us. Of course. They should confess to us, because there's no way Mazen Namdekan will be following them to. Well, anyway, most of those times they were not even bringing Mazen Namdekan to court. Do you remember? They were not bringing him to court at those times.
Mazen Namdekan doesn't come to court then.
They only brought Mazen Namdekan to court in the last two appearances, or whether in the last one. For the past like 2023, they refused bringing him to court. So they just use it to be buying time. So as they don't allow Mazen Namdekan to see the legal practitioners or the legal team when they come to see him, so the legal team now will now come back and put their heads together and then go and set up a court date and agree with every court date, and they will be going to court. Without the knowledge of Mazen Namdekan, they'll be going to court. They'll be going to court. Because of who? One person, just one person. The eye of one Nigeria inside the legal team, inside the IPOB, Ejiofor. Ejiofor made everything to work the way it wanted. Ozoko may come inside, join the movement. He was always shouting, Iroko, the great Iroko. The great Iroko sabotage the release of Mazen Namdekan. So we just started seeing MNK in the past or two court appearances. How can somebody go to court when he has not come to terms with his legal advisors? And the legal advisors are going to represent him in court tomorrow. And every time when they finish, you see Ejiofor will jump to Arise Television to come and sit down and start briefing you.
Immediately. Before the court finishes,
he will not allow Ejimako to be part of the briefing. He will not allow Maxwell. He will not allow Okpara to be part of the briefing. It must always be the most trusted betrayer that will be the one to grant the briefing, because if he allows the other people to give it, they may come and say something out of context in agreement with what he has already. So he must always be the one to deliver it, so that it will be in tandem with what was given to him on the paper. Machineke, sorry for cutting you. Carry on, sir.
Oh, joy.
Hey, that is, but Biafrans, can you now see that it is now that actually everything about Mazen Namdekan, it is now that if Mazen Namdekan is going to regain freedom through the legal means, it is now that they are actually fighting for over 3 years. These have been 3 wasted years. 3 wasted years in the name of court. 3 wasted years on one man wearing only one cloth. They will go and they will adjourn. And every time they go, they write, and then all the paper they will collect from them. And Masnam will not come to court. Ejiofor will be shining. Mas will go ahead and play the team, because I know there's a lot of things that we need to address in that video.
He refused.
Yes.
She refused. Only
Okay.
she refused only to tell us that there is no security in Kuje prison. Quoting the judge, you pressmen were there on that day. Now you are now telling us that if Nnamdi Kanu is convicted for whatever charge you have, is he going to serve the prison term at DSSS? The answer is no. Now, what it means is that they kept Nnamdi Kanu there so that Nnamdi Kanu will not have a very fortified defense. This thing you must let the world know.
Pause it there. Pause it there.
One
Pause
person,
it
I
there.
don't want to call him a journalist because I know those who are.
As you go, can you hear us? Please be
Yes,
very, very handy on the mouse. You heard what this man just said now. This was agreement with the Ejiofor so that they will pause Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and keep him there so that he will not get the justice that he's supposed to get in time. So Ejiofor understood the tactics and the game plan and the written note that was given to him. So like that, now we've been going from 2021, 2022, 2023, and every time we go to the court and come back, nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
It is now that these people, what they are actually doing is that they are not only, our legal team, they are not only exposing Nigeria, they are also exposing the eye of Nigeria.
Yes.
IPOB. That's exactly what they are doing now.
Yes.
They are exposing Ejiofor and exposing the Nigerian law system at the same time. Hi, Chineke.
Yes. You know, okay.
Go ahead.
Go on if you want to say anything before.
Okay. You know, when our Prime Minister said during his visit to Belgium that Nigeria is a dangerous diversity, this is a major part of it. Because this lawyer, he mentioned something close to what you addressed, Pastor. So he said that Onyendu is now no longer facing prosecution, because prosecution is something you do, use legal action to bring somebody you are accusing of committing a crime or evasion of law or political disobedience to law, totally. So he said that he is now facing persecution. And we all know what persecution is. This very persecution he is talking about under Article 7.2 of ICC statute, that is the international law, because Nigerian government is signatory to it. It defines it persecution as the international, it says here the ICC statute defines persecution as the intentional, and they placed it on quote, as the intentional and severe deprivation of fundamental rights contrary to the international law by reason of identity of the group or collectively. So as an individual now, or as a group, because this man talked also about the way Nigerian journalists address us as proscribed. I don't know if it is this same video.
We will get there. We will soon get there.
Okay. So Onyendu is really, really facing persecution. And as Pastor Raphael rightly asked, was son, senior advocate of Nigerian barrister Ezekome, was there, and all these things were going and he never said a word. Let's assume that the Ejiofor doesn't know what he is doing, but Ejiofor is a clear and concluded saboteur. Nobody will say that I am lying. That man is a saboteur. And it's so unfortunate that Nigerian government, or the legal system do not look into things like this. Your own client, if you are tired of representing somebody, assuming your client is giving you stress, you can simply go and tell the judge that you no longer want to represent them, so that the judge, who knows that the client has right under this section 36 that this lawyer mentioned of the Constitution, has right to be represented. The judge will look for another representative and adjourn the case so that the client will have time. But these people, they are just making the whole legal representation nonsense of a legal practice. I'm telling you. So what these people are doing under International Criminal Court, there's a law that forbids the treatment of Onyendu. So if we have any group that will call the attention of these people for Onyendu's case, please let us do that. Either as a country that we are, a nation in exile, Biafra government in exile, to write them with this, send them this video, and they will listen to it, because they will continue to annoy these people and continue to derail their efforts to represent Onyendu, so that they will go. Then they will have time to do anything to Onyendu. Because Onyendu needs a lawyer. Whether he can represent himself in the court or not, if these people are not there to be visiting and to know that Onyendu is still alive, they will do something to Onyendu, and nobody will know.
No,
Nobody will know.
they did not say that they are not going to be. They remain Onyendu's lawyer. What they say is that they will stop going to court to represent him, because going to court to represent him is just useless. That's what they are saying. They will get to that point where they will make it. You will understand. They will say it. I think it's
All
allowed.
right, but
It's
that
allowed.
means that this case, Onyendu's case, will never come to an end. That's what it means. Because it's
Even
good for them
even
to bring
with them
Onyendu
going
out
to
of where
listen,
he is right now.
Ada Biafra, what they want to do is that, so you will understand that they going to court means nothing. Because even if they are there, Nigeria is doing what they want to do. If they are not there, Nigeria is doing what they want to do. So it is needless for them to be there. Me and you will be saying these people are useless. They are there. They are sentencing Onyendu to 20 years imprisonment. So they want Nigeria to do that thing they want to do. Because Nigeria is not listening to them. They don't have a say. Nigeria is doing what the court is not deciding anything as a legal body, but as what Nigeria directs them to decide is excuse me, that is what they will decide. But they will get to that. They will make everything clear. They will explain everything. That's why we listen. When you stop, we discuss on what they speak, because everything we are saying here, they discuss all of them. It's a long video.
With Nigerian court or known as
Madison, they talk like those people were there for moon. That people where their head they big that time where we small.
my voice no they come out. They come out now.
We know they hear you, eh? They do
Make I refresh.
So
Internet, make I
refresh and refresh and come back. Okay, 555. You're welcome.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting.
Vamba, let me hear you.
Yes. What do you have?
Why? Oh, now let me see.
Yes. Maybe now you. When Sonny was talking.
No, it's not. But Vamba, is my voice clear?
Your voice is clear, yeah.
Ah, that means it's from me now. Since it is good outside there, let's go. We continue because
Yeah.
it is not sounding well from my end here.
No, but it's sounding okay from here.
All right, we'll go now. Since I don't know what the problem is, let's continue.
Okay. My voice they come now. My voice they come.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
your voice they come. I mute myself before. Your voice they come.
Okay. Minister 555. There we say worry sister, Minister worry sister. There from here.
Yeah, my sister,
with
my brother.
with
One.
with with Zoom judicial system or with no Zoom judicial system, what people need to understand is that MNK's freedom is not dependent on MNK's freedom is not dependent on the fraudulent judicial system. In the first place, the kidnapper is the one that kidnapped somebody, and it is still the same person that is keeping that person. So where is justice in the first place? There is noise coming out from our ends. From who is it from? Please check.
Yeah, there is
If it's coming
echo,
from
something like that.
Yeah.
If you are not talking, anybody that is not talking should just mute. Anybody that's not talking should mute.
So the person that kidnapped somebody is the same person that is trying the person in court.
Please, everybody that is not talking should mute though. There's some echo, some kind of noise.
247, I think there is a video playing from your other window of the computer. Check, because you're the one sharing the screen for us.
Let me be sure of what we are doing. Let me see. I don't know where the problem is coming from.
Okay, let me speak now and see whether we can
It's
see
not
the
good.
sound again.
The audio is not good. I don't know where I'm trying to see what the problem is. I don't know why it is doing like that. The audio.
Do like this. Just shut down all your browser. Shut down all your browser and then you start again.
But
or you can go out of
the audio on YouTube is perfect, eh? The audio from YouTube is perfect.
247, maybe it's from your computer. There are some other devices, some other applications that is using maybe your microphone.
No other application. I'm only this Restream now is the only thing on now. I don't have any other thing on my computer. Only this Restream. So I don't know. Restream now is the only thing on now.
Everything is coming out clear here.
On my computer. Only this Restream.
Everything is coming out here. Perfect.
Perfect. If it is perfect, you go on now. Okay. Is the audio perfect?
Yes.
Paul, is the audio perfect?
Yes.
Yes.
The audio
on this side is okay.
If it's okay, then we'll move. Maybe it's
now.
There
is Anti-Torture Act of 2017 of One Nigeria, which implies that anybody that knows about the conspiracy or plan, or even hear where they are planning to go and kidnap somebody, or partake in the kidnapping, that person will spend 20-something years imprisonment. And this is from the constitution that is fraudulent and amended of One Nigeria. Now, we see a scenario whereby the main kidnapper is the person that is now keeping somebody in detention to do what? To now take to court. So where there is a sane society, Nigerian government and their officials should have been in prison. It is not the other way around. So how can we now be still talking about the legal jurisprudence of one Nigeria or the legality of what they call court or law in one Nigeria? No, it doesn't work. So our hope has not been in that court because you cannot expect the same firefighter to be the same person that will be putting water on the fire that he or she has set on to quench the fire. No, it just like the lawyer said. The lawyer said they have done this to continue to keep MNK incarcerated and to destroy his existence. Why? Because they know that they are guilty already, and there is nothing that you can get from this. They are caught. So they continue to frustrate the process with the use of a compromised lawyer. That is why our PM has ever told us that releasing MNK needs collective effort of Biafrans. It is not what the fraudulent legal teams that we had before will be doing that will work. And if we had still continued with a job 4 in that very circle, what we will come back to here in the next 1 year will be worse than this. Imagine that you are hearing these revelations in 2024, but MNK was kidnapped in 2021. How many years is gone? So if Ejiofor had continued to be there again, this revelation would have been kept sealed till 27, and we will still be hoping that the court will now adjudicate in favor of MNK or release MNK. No. So with the zoo court or not the zoo court, we don't even need them for MNK to be released because they are the real kidnapper and they cannot give you justice. So our hope is not dependent on the zoo court. That's the point. Let's continue, please. Owubigo has not said something in case he has something to add from the side that we have played before.
I should play the video.
Maybe better. I think analyze it. I used that video in the afternoon to my program, but let me see where you are.
I don't know what is wrong with me.
Once you go mute, you go to mic and that Biafran. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, should I go on play the video?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or send him to a private house for house arrest. You can take him to Abia State Government House. You can take him to Abia State Liaison Office. You can take him to Imo State Government House. You can take him to Imo State Liaison Office. If you feel that it is even comfortable for you, Mr. Madam George, please, you can send him to your house so that you'll be sure what we are talking about. Personally, and I have said it, and I have told Nnamdi Kanu, for the fact that you'll be here, I have not prepared you for this trial. I, Maxwell Opera, will not come to defend you. Because I don't defend people because I want to defend people. I defend people so as to get your own side of the story and advise you accordingly in line with the rules of my profession. I have not heard from Nnamdi Kanu. I have not advised him, and I want him to go and defend the first trial. First trial for what? So you people should. So what if the judge failed to reinstate his bail, send him to Kuje Correctional Center, send him to a private house for house arrest, then we are pulling out. You people should have it. We are not going to, so that not when we pull out on that day, you say that we abandon Nnamdi Kanu in court. No. Because the question my colleagues, everybody will ask me, when you are having these challenges, why do you still go ahead? It's just like where you are traveling, and they told you that their armed robbers are on the road, kidnappers are on the road. Instead of you to withdraw and probably suspend that travel, you continued. And when you died, everybody will blame you. That one is on that. Now, on the prosecution of IPOB, I want to also use this medium to correct you media people, because we will begin to take legal action against you people when you call IPOB an upload or proscribed IPOB. IPOB's proscription is being challenged, and once it's been challenged, you dare not call IPOB a proscribed organization. I am also using the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and federal government of Nigeria, because when
Mazi
Nnamdi
go
Kanu
pause
was
there.
ordered for his release,
Mazi go pause.
nobody released him.
Yes, it's very important we analyze here.
Yes, Mazi go. Thank you so much. You see, the legal practitioners are now teaching the journalists the rules of journalism. Because one Nigerian journalist, their man must work journalist. They are give me red and brown and yellow envelopes journalists. Just like we sat down, was it the day before yesterday, we saw that the Junior Pope video floated on the media. And they went for exhibition and he drowned and he's dead. Sahara Reporters agents were not on ground for investigative journalism. Immediately, Sahara Reporters took the video that they saw on the social media, the way it was posted, and did copy and paste, and then wrote and interpreted. Is that journalism? Have you gone to do investigation? Have you gone to this Epic Center to know what actually happened? They just reported it the way they saw it on the media. The same thing that you see that they say there is massacre in Benue, there is massacre in Kaduna. Sahara Reporters will not go down to the place. They only speak with one person on phone, and the person will tell them this is what happened and this is how it happened. Bam, they don't write the report, publish them. The one that happened in Old Okoma, where military massacre Biafrans, they have not gone there for investigative journalism. To go and find out and know what actually happened, talk to the people, and then hear first-hand evidence information from the real people that were victims, direct victims of the circumstance. Now, journalists in one Nigeria do not know that when a case is being argued in court or is being tried, the case has been filed and they are going to court to haggle on that very case, that you don't have the right to still publish those people in line with the way that the issue was aired before without any proof. The lawyers are now teaching them their jobs. Because the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been dormant before. They have been working with envelopes before. They never come out to come and tell one Nigerian journalist, this is what you should not talk or how you should not say anything about IPOB. And some of them will say, when you hear of IPOB, oh, I don't want to be IPOB. All these lawyers talking here, they are IPOB, indigenous persons of Biafra. And then you say you proscribe the entire people of a region, that they are all terrorists. What have they done? Because of the foolish people that we have, has Obioso, Willie, Soludo, Dave Umahi, Goodluck Jonathan, Hopeless Uzodinma, and all the useless ones, plus the present Senate president, where they call, what's his name, Akpabio. All the useless thing that we have in Biafra land that represent the interest of one nation. Ekweremadu is there. They all came out with big belly that is so smelly. From this very day, we are proscribing the actions of the indigenous people of Biafra. While Fulanis are piling up their weapons to invade your community to cut people's head, you are standing, forming cabal to come and proscribe your own children, to give it to them to go and kill. Then journalists will carry the news. Makam, as far as they give them red and brown envelopes. So the legal team are teaching them something now. that you don't have the right in journalism to carry the same thing that we are arguing in court to come and continue to propagate and be writing them the same way. So they have the right to sue them. With this in mind, you will see that these useless red and yellow envelope gutter journalists of one Nigeria will come back to their senses because they will be afraid of being sued to court to go and pay. You see? So I leave the mic here, make another person carry on. Make me another talk and
Yeah,
finish, I beg.
yeah. Thank you, my minister. You know, Biafrans. Thank you. I greet you all, loving Biafrans. I think it is now the lawyers start their job since 3 years ago. It is now they start working because Ejiofor blocked everywhere. There is no way going up. There is no way going down. According to what the lawyer said here, he said, when you see that there is no road, when you see that there is no way, they told you that this bridge has broken, or they told you that this bridge, this road, there are armed robbers and kidnappers in that area, and you say you must insist to go. Then if you go there, what will happen to you? It is now the lawyers have started their job since after 3 years of the kidnap of Mazen Namdekan. You see now how they are sounding. Now, all the lawyers now have concentrated on their job. Before, Ejiofor turned the brain of Biafrans, trying to manipulate them to put imagination and the accusation on an innocent soul. Today, Ejiofor is out. The lawyers now have started doing what they're supposed to do. If you see their language, the language will sound in the same manner their client do sound. The client is defending his own people, which is Mazen Namdekan. He say he need a referendum for his own people. Then today now you will see lawyers defending exactly that in which their client Mazen Namdekan is talking about. It is no more, it is Simon Eber that caused it, it is autopilot that caused it, it is this one that caused it, trying to find error where there is no error. Today, Biafrans, I feel the Biafrans now has hope on these lawyers of these days. Since Ejiofor left that place, Mazen Nnamdi has appeared in court 2 times. But since 3 years, Mazen Nnamdi came to the court only but 2 times. The other one, they will come to court, they will cancel it. Now you see the movement, and the lawyers now is adopting a strike to show that the injustice in Nigeria is playing volume. They are adopting what they call strike. They say they will not go there. What are they going there to do? A case you know that this man committed no crime known to law. International communities freed him. Human rights organization freed him. Even they said they must pay him compensation. Why are they keeping him there? Gumi is there fighting and freeing his own people, telling you that there is war. They are recruiting and bringing Boko Haram, putting them uniform, sending them to the eastern zone. Why the eastern zone are there, Nnamdi Kanu, who is inside the DSN dungeon, is not enough for them. But they are still fighting on how to bring down our prime minister. But that is where they can never succeed. He is the prime minister of a government. So today in this analysis that the lawyers, what I can say here to Biafrans, it is now Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been able to have a lawyer since that time, because the lawyers are now speaking in the same language of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafrans who is seeking for freedom. So thank you. I will have to stop here before another opportunity.
We will move on.
Yes.
So wait, there's something I just want to add very quickly. You know, it is very interesting that this man, you know, this our lawyer pointed this thing out. So going forward, we need to broadcast it now. AIT listing. Very interesting that Ruben Abati Listen. Thank you, Mwada Biafra. Thank you, 555 daughter. Listen, anybody that open their gutter going forward and say proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, our legal team have told you if you say it again, they will sue you. They will take legal action against you. And you know that Ifeanyi Ejiofor does not know any of these things. Who knows? Ifeanyi Ejiofor,
No, he know, but he cannot apply them because he is the one that is telling them, call them proscribe. Nothing will happen.
So this lawyer is telling them that they are challenging that case in court. Not only are they challenging it, Aloye Ejimako won that case in one of the courts, I think in Enugu. He won it. And they said IPOB is not proscribed. So going forward, any news station that want to report IPOB and you add proscribed, our lawyers are coming for you. Thank you. This is our barrister. God bless you. Thank you. We move.
But they released him. So federal government held on him until they file their notice of appeal. So it's been challenged. And I also enjoy you people. We have been able to raise it in black and white for you people so that it will be easy for you. IPOB is an organization registered there in Germany, registered there in almost all the whole countries in Europe, in America, and Asia, with people that are responsible. I'm talking about professors, I'm talking about reverend fathers, reverend pastors, I'm talking about captain of industries that are members. And IPOB has its own aims and objective. It's in black and white. What they are looking for is here. IPOB paid their dues. IPOB, they...
Before our barrister even finished enunciating the fact, our attorney of the BRGIE government is an attorney that is serving in the USA. Then, our prime minister is a serving legal practitioner in Finland. We have reverends, bishops, and captains of industries in all over the place, just like the lawyer is saying. When you look at the cabinet of the government of Biafra, you see every species of intellect that you're looking for. There is nothing lacking. That is why in all the departments now, everyone are inclusive. It's not about speaking English, because that is not the Biafra we are building. English is not our own mother tongue. We were forced to accept it as a slave language, which the hegemonic tendency of that slavery has ruined our existence to this very day. And that is the reason why we are fighting for Biafra today, so that we can remove that cloak from our eyes. So you have people from all phases of lives. So if we were terrorists, why will those countries not pick all of us and put us inside detention? If we were all terrorists, why wouldn't the countries of our residents pack all of us simultaneously from America, come this side, go everywhere, pick everybody, put inside detention, so that they will know that we are international terrorists? International terrorists are in UAE. They are the ISWAP, they are the ISIS that have been used to commit MI11. They were also used in Afghanistan. They were used when they decided to kill Saddam Hussein. They were used when they decided to kill Gaddafi. They were used when they wanted to destroy the lives of people in a community in America and UK that were asking for their freedom. Then the British Empire used chicken pox infested blanket to destroy their lives. You have seen the assassins contracted everywhere. How many times have you seen publications from Italia? You see from Spain, you see from Sweden, you see from Portugal, you see from Japan, you see from Poland recently, you see from America, where suicide bombers try to detonate bomb to kill the entire people in that place. The one that just happened in Baltimore. Have you people asked the brain behind the collapse of the bridge in Baltimore? These are terrorists that were planted to come and bomb the thing so that they will kill uncountable numbers of people. So the Biafran people, the indigenous people of Biafra domicile in all over the world, globally, peacefully, were never terrorists. But it's just the people that hate to see their children become something, but prefer to answer the name president, senators, ministers, governors, commissioners that decided to call us terrorists. Then those that were actually seated on the fence looking for a leverage to kill us decided to pick up from there. Today, you see the killing spree moving from north, coming down the middle belt. They know that when they are able to decimate the middle belt, the next place is to enter the east and take over. But the defense mechanism of the Biafran defense forces is pushing them back. That is why they are crying of Simon Ekpa every day. They will continue to cry because he has come to be their end. Mazi, continue, please.
They have the meetings. Anytime they are going to have their meetings in all these countries, they normally apply, and federal government normally provides security for them, and they have their minutes. So that some persons are using the name of IPOB to commit crime, to commit terrorism, does not mean that IPOB is a terrorist organization. What do I mean? I'm a member of Nigerian Bar Association. If I use the name of Nigerian Bar Association to go and commit act of terrorism, that does not make Nigerian Bar Association a terrorist organization. In fact, for your information, if the NBA president, Mekau, who is the NBA president, #1 lawyer in Nigeria, use the name of our organization to go and commit a terrorism organization, that does not make NBA a terrorist organization. What makes you a terrorist organization is your
Mazi, pause. So
that
this is the
you are
time
used
to
to
bring in
register IPOB.
pause. This is the time to bring in the video of Madubugo to connect with what the lawyer just said now. The video of Madubugo that is making wave on the media now. This is the time to bring that one in to connect.
Sorry, share the video here so I'll play it.
Okay, we have to pick it on Twitter because we posted it out on Twitter. Mazi Paul, carry on while I get the video for you.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Thought used to appear in the brain. As he is saying, then something appeared in my brain. Since the time this terrorist government called Nigeria added the Biafran prime minister into the terrorist group, all of them, all the people that has been coming to represent have changed their tongues. All of them are speaking now because they know that only PM is the person and the Biafran government in exile is the people protecting them. They have seen it clearly now. These lawyers now are talking because the chain that they use to block their tongue has been broken. That is why. Have you since the extradition of Mazen Namikano, this is the only time the lawyers are speaking in a language everybody is understanding. This is the first time these lawyers are now speaking according to how it's supposed to be. For the very first time since the extradition of Mazen Namikano. And when we tell our people, the only thing remaining for you, those who has not voted, this is a game. PM made us to understand that Restoration of Biafra is a pamphlet. Is a pamphlet. This is a game. They are playing it one after another, and he demanded only one thing from you people. Go and cast your vote. We need up to 80 million voters in order to present to United Nations. This is the thing, because the tongue is loosed now. Those fear Ejiofor and the cohort to put in front of people, they couldn't talk. Everything has been loosed up now. And now our people should now stand up and take advantage of this fresh breeze. That is what I want to say for now. Thank you.
Can I talk?
Go on now.
Are you hearing me? Because you muted me.
And if I meet you, we will not hear you. Go on.
Okay.
If they mute you, you can unmute
No.
yourself. And you do.
Okay.
We meet you because sometimes you answer call, it is coming out here. You are talking,
Okay.
it is coming out.
Okay. Yes, I was telling the person that I was doing program. Sorry about that.
Go on. We are listening to you.
So, from what 555 said, I was thinking of something, because when you start adding 2 and 2 together, you will understand that something is truly going on. Number one is that Biafrans have now seen that the representation of our Onyendu has taken a new turn. But I was thinking, that is if I'm correct in what I want to say, I'm thinking that now that our Prime Minister has inherited the legal fees of Onyendu, he probably must have been giving them caution on how to behave and how to represent Onyendu. Because this Alo Ejimako, was he not there during the time of Ejiofor? And this same man talking now. So to me, I believe that it was since our PM, which was part of the program I did yesterday, that our Onyendu is still alive today because of the actions of our PM. Because this very whole thing they are saying now, they were all there with Ejiofor during the time he was messing up with our Onyendu's case. Secondly, the right thing that everybody is saying now is, why would these gutter medias in the zoo be referring to freedom fighters as proscribed, whereas Gumi is there parading himself with the terrorist set up by Shetima, the vice president of Nigeria. If we are all criminals or we are all terrorists, as our minister said, from what the lawyers are saying now, the countries where we reside, they will definitely either imprison us or deport us. So that will not be acceptable anymore. From the day this man said this, we are not proscribed. And for those who proscribed us, unfortunately, are the Southeast governors, just to impress the Fulanese. So my people, we should all know that since our Prime Minister took over the legal representation of Onyendu, many things changed. Because I could remember when this very guy was saying that Simon Ekpa is unapproachable. Am I correct? Is it not the same lawyer? He said that everything has been done to communicate with our PM, but he is unapproachable because he wasn't happy with them then until he inherited the payment of their legal fees. That's what I want to contribute. Thank you.
They were. All right.
Of course, I know that even though when you visited Mass in I know they will bundle you out from there.
Huh? You say? You say never reach.
No. No, play it. It didn't say never reach.
Okay.
Of course, I know that even though when you visited Mass in I know they will bundle you out from there. And they will not like to leave. Of course, I know they will bundle you out.
This time or never. This life, shine for never will never step foot in Biafra forever and ever. I don't care what happens. You will never. Is it that boy? Is it that boy? Is it that boy? Opa Biafra and the fight I swear with my God. Opa Biafra and the fight is better than that animal. That put an informed fight that the state. Destroying our land, killing our people, raping masters, raping our young ladies, our young girls, they're raping them. They're raping them. And they never leave. Making forceful marriage against our young ladies. Forceful marriage. Impregnating a lot of them. And they never killing our people, snatching cars, kidnapping our people, collecting ransom. Our land, heaven and earth, people kidnap them and never forgive them. They will all pay for all those things they did in our place. They will pay for it for everything. All of them. They will never. Concerning will come after them. And as before, you see those animals in diaspora. And sponsoring Simon Ever, not knowing that Simon Ever is getting the bigger money for sponsorship from the Nigerian government. All of them involved in supporting that pastor. All of them. We are counting days. It's okay. Thank you, brother.
They will say, that is why we love you and we love your courage. That is why some of us we are not happy.
So he knew.
Yes. Well,
He knew they will bug him out. What kind of human? Yeah, these people did they really suck their mother's breast before they give birth? Before they grow up? Eh? He said he knew they will bug him out because he know that Madubugu has there's nothing in Madubugu brain. And they are telling Madubugu, you know, this thing is a very spiritual thing. Now they never leave you, they left you behind, they push him away from that place. And he is telling him that he know already when he go there, they will push him away. And the thing he said, they will come to fulfill. Yet after he tell him, yes, you have done a great job.
It's easy to go where they go put you out.
You know, one thing is this, you know, before we enter this struggle, there is kind of a revelation that says Biafra will have their own Bible. These are the things that is making up the book called our Biafran Bible. All these things are the history. I wonder how this lawyer here now is telling you that they are not going to court. Are they going there to do what? To represent who? Somebody that have been freed. Now, this other guy is telling Madebugu that he know they will push him away when he go there because he is going there with the empty brain. And they really push him away. Wonder shall never end, they say. Man, continue.
You know, when the lawyer said that you use the name of IPOB to commit crime does not mean that all IPOBs are criminals or terrorists. These are the people that just spoke now. That is Madubu. This is the person with a Jofo that killed our gallant commanders. And anyone that receives call from the end of autopilot. They say if you see any they say if you see anybody that is receiving call from Egberima, they say buy the person. That was the message that they were circulating. It was on air, it was not hidden. So they go about committing all these crimes. He talk about impregnating people, he talk about kidnapping people, he talk about embezzling. This is what him and a Jofo were doing. And so when this lawyer said that some of you are using the name of IPOB to do these things, that does not mean that you have to incriminate everybody that answers IPOB. These are the people that he was referring to. We want Biafran people to understand it very, very clear. Commander Gento was killed through the connivance of Madubugu, and this Ejiofor. Ikonso was killed through the connivance of Madubugu and Ejiofor, and every other commanders that refused to tread their own path of going to join the zoo government, because they said you must hand down your weapons, you must come and you should take reference from the video that Chika Idoziem confessed lastly. Now, Chika Idoziem said they came to us, they told us we should hand them all over to them, that they will be paying them salary, and then we considered, and so the business continued. So at the end of the day, whoever refused to have obliged to their offer, the person must be fined. Anybody that said, no, we are going against the ethics of the oath that we had with Onyendu and the Biafran people, they say the person must be fined because you don't receive call from autopilot that time. You don't receive call from the spokesperson of Biafra that time. You don't receive call from Umuada that time. You don't receive call from Simon Eba that time. So if you receive any call from autopilot end, you must be fined. And the video was going viral. And then Ejiofor did not allow any of these videos or all these audios to have a stronghold because he was inside this legal team. Everything that these people are saying now, like Ada Biafra said before, they were all part and parcel of it and understood and heard of it. But when they want to speak, Ejiofor tell them, if you say film, I will buy you inside this legal team. They lock their mouth. Maybe some of them had collected some of the money itself. But you know, even if you have sold your hand before, then later you came back and started confessing, doing the right thing. How do you normally say it? You used to say the prodigal son normally gets the best of blessings when he returns. Don't be so
exactly.
Okay. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether these other legal practitioners of MNK had collected the money, but for the fact that they have turned back and decided to come and then nail the thing on the head the way it is, and we now know what has been happening. Kudos to them, and we welcome them back with open arms. As we go over to
I just drop something quickly. I beg, make I ask on that. What's in the verse that idiot when they shout? When they shout, someone, we never come back to that. Make I tell you that one thing when they verse that guy. Anytime when he remember, say, so if you follow the in charge again, if you remember, so like play. Simon Ekpa, don't come out food for our mouth. Hey. So, like play. like play. I don't go there important again. After our court meeting, all these Umwekwesu writers, you know, these Umuchuku writers, Umwekwesu writers, we gather in the Joffa office. And that idiot, he got his own chair. Do you know that Madubu go have his own office inside the Joffa office? So Madubu have office inside a Joffo office where in the sit down, they grant interview. But today, now outside, now they ask a question. And you know what he answered them today?
Today's date, to about 13 of it.
Mute to this brother. So the today when they ask him, the Achebe Paul asked him. I don't know whether I want to play that part where Achebe Paul call for the program. When they ask him, say, the Onye do family, why he be say they gonna go against the case, can't accept, say that another legal team go take over after Ejiofor have fought and won the case at the Supreme at the appeal court, and then now another legal team. Why the family can't agree? I was waiting for him to answer. You know what he told them? He told them the truth anyway. He told them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only one that have the right to choose his own legal team. All those things now they remember when Mazi Simon Ekpa do. We make them they shout, they cry. So Mazi Simon Ekpa don't finally expose a Ejiofor. Ejiofor have now been sacked. Now I cannot sit down and address any issue. And he was even confessing there. He told them that the last time he went to see Oyedu was in 2023. Since that time now, they know they allow him to enter go see Oyedu again. Who make it happen? That's Simon Ekpa. So all those things, when they combine them together, they remember. Simon Ekpa will never come to Biafra land. But ask the idiot, where is he speaking from? Is he in Biafra land? As we speak now, that idiot cannot even step feet in Biafra land right now. I beg, we'll continue. I beg. Make I not lose my voice for one idiot.
In Nigeria, because of their personal animosity, it's not a grant for you to look at an association that is registered in a country that is more responsible than this country, and you call it a terrorist organization. So you people have to be very careful, because those of them in diaspora that are members of IPOB, they may take you on that. Finally, when Outlaw, the immediate past president, came into power to destroy this country, of course everybody knew that Buhari never come to rule the country. He came to fight. And when Jonathan discovered that he came to fight, he left power for him, and he misused that power. He never obeyed God's orders. And we now take it from him that because of
his mentality,
now that we have a Democrat.
Hey, this is when a lawyer is speaking as a Biafran, as a bona fide Biafran. Where the blood they hot.
I will analyze this video to anytime. Maybe 2 hours.
He don't keep legal backing somewhere. He just they talk him now raw as a Biafran that has been bastardized in the existence of one Nigerian contractor.
Exactly.
He explained and gave you very well the reality that they saw that a Biafran in power, good Lord Jonathan, was going to make a difference. They decided to destroy him. That one saw that they will use him to destroy the lives of his people. He decided to pull his hand and allow them to do it so that the whole world will come back and see. Hey, everybody can see what Buhari came to do. Everybody can also see what Tinubu has come to do. Now, none of you now can come to be blaming Goodluck and say, Goodluck, oh, Goodluck. They hosted Goodluck out of office. They use these Fulani terrorists, this Boko Haram, this Islam and ISIS. They use and take Bokulam, come out from office. Who told you that Goodluck wouldn't have stood his ground for a election to stand? But he thought of the lives of people, and then he decided to remove his leg so that they would not use him to kill the entire Biafran people and say because of you. Because as they started that kidnapping now in the far north, the next one is that they will come and start one in the east and start killing. Then our useless elders that does not have brain, all of them will now stand up and start saying, oh, Goodluck Jonathan have killed us. So just like you see all of them now shouting. Mazi, over to you, please. Mercy.
Is it
I'm
is
talking
it
about
Betty?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a Democrat. I work with him as a student during my degree.
Mazi, go.
When my
Papa
uncle,
Vision was speaking.
Prof. Edward
Papa Vision.
was there.
Mazi, go.
And we worked together.
Mazi, go. 555 they talk. 555 they
No,
talk.
I thought you want to give Betty. Ada Biafra.
No, if anybody want to talk, you tell me to stop, I will stop.
What is this? Are you there here? If you want to talk, make you talk. Oh.
But normally we used to go line by line. That is why
No, Paul, we don't do like that because the video is very long. As it is playing, if you get to any place you want to ship in something for 2 minutes or so, you tell me to stop, I will stop. You say what you want to say, we'll go on.
Okay.
If another person still want to ship in something, the person will ship in something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
I heard my name. Anything?
No, don't worry. Make we allow Warri sister and beg. She just says
if Warri sister want talk, make she talk.
Shipping. I want talk small. I want talk small.
Shipping.
You
what do they carry last?
Before Laila carry last. That name with the other one Zekome. You know, say when our leaders say Zekome can't join, you know, say it take quite a long time for them to allow Zekome join. Best of him did not allow Zeku say he must be brown envelope lawyer. If you know brown area, you know go join us. So now Carol White can have my money. You see, so in the presence of money, there's no way. And this other man way now, so you know me a corner. They're not as a group.
You don't break a hand.
You hear me?
Yeah, but Ezekome don't get bribe corrupt. Ezekome got corrupt too.
Yes. Yes. That's what Ezekome corrupt. Carol White time they bring it up court because they're not say me the eye. When God tell us look down, not look this one when the sister now to stay quite finish. Won't stand like a rock of salt. They say not look back, the back song upon you. So share them to bring our leader because they cannot stand the eye of our leader because standing the fire of Chiko Kigama's eye, they could not face it. This is why they bring and come court because they don't chop the and this other people that Oyiboma way there for the other people's side that time when they come from abroad, they're not going to make it enter because that one no one chop. So they're not because they don't chop bribe. You know, say Carol White now midnight lawyer be midnight school. You don't know me. Now just to be on, just to bleach. If like say this thing not Mazi and Ekpadi Agbara do bato bie the Nkolo Kondo. If he not stand up and open our eye to see the eye of Nigeria, we not for no say this kind of person this for inside of our now they are talking they talk now like proper lawyer go school don't stand here where be say their people like our do want to fight people now so they don't stand right and they are ready to do for do what they need to abandon the case. To me, I look at the form of him they protest so that they go deal with them. For thank you, my brother. I see they hand over my phone to you people. Thank you.
Okay. Shooks, do you want to say anything? Shooks, can you hear me?
Yes, so my brother.
Okay,
Good
go
evening.
on.
Good
Go on.
evening. Good evening. Good
You're
evening.
welcome.
I thank you all. Thank you all. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, I thank you. And the Honorable Minister, my in-law, I thank you. My in-law, Information Minister, I'm thanking you. God bless all of you. And Worry Sister, I thank you. Ugo, I thank you all for the job that you people are doing. You are keeping us updated. I'm sorry that I wasn't aware all this. I wasn't around all this while because I have a little problem with my devices anyway. But it's like it's better now. Thank you. Thank you for all that you are doing. The sleepless night that you are doing, all of you. We appreciate you. And I'm begging God to give you more strength so that you will do more. You are the present universities that we have and what is happening. Now that I got my listen, I went somewhere down. I saw this idiot was talking about ranting about Simon Ekpa. Well, why I'm not surprised is that those who are criminals are always criminals. They have removed his mouth out from the breast where he has been sucking, drying their people. Somebody that would like to kill his people because of money. This guy, when Simon made this expose over these people, my mind went somewhere because Mazen Nandekano said there was a time he said, if you know what you will do, if you know how to get Biafra, come. Even if it's all these infiltrators, come. I will follow you. Not for him to be at the front too, but he will follow you. And all these words that he spoke to them, none of them could able to understand the key he was giving to them. All of them, they were all there eating money, standing on salary. Imagine. Now they have seen somebody and they never see anything. Oh, they never see anything. Why I'm just looking at them is that any day, any day, any day, we did not see Simon. Actually, I'm just saying a word, not that but then we see those who are even worse than Simon. I think they are telling the. I heard what the lawyers. I heard what the lawyers were saying when I read what they were saying. Now look at these people. They will take their own this thing and go and photocopy it and use it against them. Imagine where has that been done in the whole wide world? A whole defendant of a client cannot be freely talk to his client. Who does that? And where is it done? A country that has no law, even the ones that they manufacture by themselves under autocratic dispensation, they faulted it. Huh? In a democratic dispensation, there's no military that's supposed to be parading on the main road. And that has been the mode of the operando since 1999. Huh? What else did they want to do? But I'm not expecting good thing from Nigeria because Nigeria is a criminal. Nigeria is a terrorist. Nigeria is the first number one terrorist country now in the whole wide world. Go to Afghanistan, that was it before. Can you hear this kind of nasty words from Afghanistan?
We have to continue with the video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the audience. Thank you.
Thank
God bless you
you.
all. Thank you.
Tony, can you hear me? Tony, can you hear me? Tony, can you hear me?
person is not coming, you remove her. Now we'll go forward. I beg.
Provide security for them, and they have their minists, so that some persons are using the name of IPOB to commit crime, to commit terrorism. Does not mean that IPOB is a terrorist organization. What do I mean? I'm a member of Nigerian Bar Association. If I use the name of Nigerian Bar Association, and that was one of the worst acts and decisions taken by Buhari and the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, the worst SAN I have ever seen in the whole world. Now that you don't declare somebody, an organization in your own country, a terrorist organization, you are now impliedly telling people that you are a terrorist country, and the people should not come to invest. Nobody would like to come and invest in a terrorist country. If they ask you to go and invest in Afghanistan, you will not go. And they are simply because they want to clamp down IPOB. And the procedure for declaring an organization, terrorist organization, are being provided. You did not declare Miete Allah, Hessman, you did not declare a terrorist. See now, an IPOB that you know that never carried arms. IPOB that know that they are following everything procedurally, you now declared. So it is not late. People have been asking, what is the president doing? Mr. President, of course, I never believed in your administration based on your antecedent in Lagos as a governor. That's why I work against you. I voted against you. If opportunity for that is surface, I will still work against you. But now, it is you still have an opportunity to amend your ways. Look at all those decisions President Buhari took in respect of this Nnamdi Kanu matter and IPOB.
Matthew, go if you mute and small, I beg, no verse. What did this Maxwell chop?
It's your boldness.
In the 30 Tinubu make you amend the ways. A Jofo can never try it. If you don't Osakeme was even shaking hands and rubbing shoulder with Atiku, dancing with Atiku. Shake it. This one is telling Tinubu, he said, Tinubu, I work against you. He didn't end there. He said, if I have the chance, I will still work against you. Now let me hear. Let me show you talk. He said, I will still stand against you. He said, you have the chance now to redeem your name. He said to amend your ways. I beg. This man, they don't chop Biafra witch. Organic. 555.
Each of Biafra has possessed.
Yeah. You know, when he said that when he was giving an example with someone being a terrorist from a group, but God knows that there's no Biafran that has the trait of terrorism. None of us. He said that when you call people terrorists in your country, that you are making the foreign countries know that your country is a terrorist country, and you cannot be able to attract foreigners to come and invest in your country. In that one, you will now see that all these countries coming to the zoo to take gas and oil, because Russia have stopped the oil that he supplies to the European countries, and the crude, he stopped everything. That's why they are befriending Tinubu and Shetima, knowing that they are terrorist countries, without saying anything. It is only their interests that they are talking about. They know that the man commits and violates national and international law by harboring terrorists. Rather, instead of calling those ones they call bandits terrorists, we that are freedom fighters or who want to liberate ourselves or who want to leave the country, we are the ones they are calling terrorists.
Exactly.
But this man is here using the legal terms to make Tinubu understand that if he doesn't stop these people from doing that, this will be the consequences for your country to be known as a terrorist country when we are truly not terrorists. I don't know if you people get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, with you.
So, yeah. So Tinubu should do the needful because he was not the one that held Onyendu. It was Buhari's government. And since he has released both Sunday Igboho and Wadume, as well as the other guy, Showore, it stands as a precedent in Onyendu's case for him to also release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter the pressure on his back from the Southeasterners. Because I know that there was a time Tinubu said that he wanted to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but Governor Hope Uzodinma and the rest asked him to keep Onyendu there. I read it from Showore's write-up. But you know, the Zoom gutter media, you don't trust them. Thank you, my people.
Yeah,
You know, fellow Biafrans, you know, there have been a time when PM gave a lesson of changing the narratives of yesterday. If you connect that program, changing the narratives of yesterday, that is exactly what is happening in the life of the legal team today. Check, Biafra is a spirit and it moves. The lawyers now have started to change the narratives of yesterday. Now, this guy, we know he used to be very, very strong because he challenged Ejiofor in the court when Ejiofor wanted to shut him up. He wanted to tell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu something. Ejiofor wanted to overshadow him, say, no, I want to talk. Then he went back and speak to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then, there is something we taught here concerning mental toughness and the mental capability. All the messages we've been passing here is now generating in their lives. But one good thing is that before they come, we have already been there. That's why PM says that we are 1,000 miles away of those people in Nigeria. And we will bring Biafra from diaspora. Through internet, we will tell them what to do. They have learned now. The good thing, I will repeat it like 10 times before the good thing is that the chain, the key they used to lock up their mouth has been opened. These people, the other lawyer, not Ejimako, the other lawyer, if you watch what that one talk about Nigeria, you will marvel. This one self will never talk, eh? If you hear what the other one talk, that is the one I used to do program today. If you hear how that guy described Nigeria, Lord Lugard, and the Flora Show, then
I will go there, I will read there, I never watch them.
if you see, if you go there, you can't even sleep today. You will not sleep today. I am telling you.
Go.
Don't worry, go.
That guy is
away.
A cup of coffee so that I go feel listen to them finish show. Because everything is well diced, I tell you.
Please,
if you listen to them,
topic.
you will
we can discuss another topic.
This is a program we have to do tomorrow. You will hear Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speaking from the lawyers. This is the changing of the narrative of yesterday have just started in the life of the lawyers. Thank you.
You can apply political solution.
Mazi, please, though,
Of
let's
course,
finish it.
if
We were supposed to do it yesterday. Mazi, please, let's finish it today, no matter how late. You people practice today. So let's finish it, please.
Yeah, we continue.
all those things that gave rise to this particular agitation is being addressed, I don't think that there will be need for agitation. But as we have been going about lopsided appointments, taking decisions as if you are God, it will not solve that particular issue. You arrested Nnamdi Kanu, and somebody is somewhere also agitating. I'm talking about Simon Ekpa. You have now declared him wanted. Have you arrested him? What did the Finnish government told you when you asked them to repatriate him? So these are the issues you need
Jakam,
I beg,
cool down.
what is this? Make una mute now.
247, I beg, allow us to add pepper to this side because this side need a lot of pepper.
247, I beg,
add pepper first. This side need a lot of pepper.
Now, you know,
Start
you
with
know,
the
say
pepper.
this Maxwell, you know, I don't amend the ways well. That make a con that thing when they said that make can do for our prime minister. It don't come now make it come to our enemies because they be said that before when it come the yam of matter. But now I don't want to talk anything. Make I just praise them today because they do well. You're doing well. Eh? He tell us say waiting when you go meet them, make them bring. He never even talk and finish. They come they talk put. I hear what he talk.
Make on a wait now. Let us listen to him.
Lopsided appointments, taking decisions as if you are God, it will not solve that particular issue. You arrested Nnamdi Kanu.
Please.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on now.
Hold on. Wait. Let him finish the statement, please.
Lopsided appointments, taking decisions as if you are God, it will not solve that particular issue. You arrested Nnamdi Kanu, and somebody is somewhere also agitating. I'm talking about Simon Ekpa. You have now declared him wanted. Have you arrested him? What did the Finnish government told you when you asked them to repatriate him? So these are the issues you need to cool down and seek advice. The people that meant well for you. Not all those people that are moving around you, trying to pick one or two things. It will help you. Now,
Okay.
Paul, first go.
Okay, thank you. You know, I only want to use some parable to back this thing up. You know, our people used to say, when a bird is dancing on the road, the drummer, the person where they beat the drum is inside the forest. That is what is happening here. Our people used to say, when your father send you to go and steal, when you go there, you will use your leg and break the door. That is what is happening here. These people have seen that the Biafra has come in the hands of Master Simon Ekpa. This is clear, very, very clear here. And now they are giving the hands of interview to channel television and any other gutter media journalist. Come and ask us, let us tell you the truth because we know the truth. This is what is happening here now. Because nwamgbe nta ka okwu ụgha na-adị oziokwu ewere ọnọdụ. This is just what is happening here. You know, I have not even listened to up to this one. I will make a normal program of my own with this one, analysis of this one, because this is beyond. When you hear the lawyers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu talking, you will be hearing Nnamdi Kanu voice. This is more than what it has been happening before. Since they put PM in the list of terrorists, check all the people that have been passing an interview. All of them is telling them why. It is too much. The persecution you are giving to Igbo people is too much. This is too much. Now, the legal team have started their job. As I started earlier, I said it is now Mazen Nandekano has a lawyer, not since 3 years back. Thank you.
This is a legal team. A team that are legal. Team when they legal. Not be the illegal nonsense that will stand under the tree of mango and be talking nonsense. Eh? This one is a legal team telling Jagabandit face to face, you kidnap person. And I know he wanted to say kidnap, but he used arrest. So you should not blame him. It is the same thing he was saying. You kidnap person and the Now it's another person not doing the same thing. Can you now you are declaring him wanted? You are making the same mistake your predecessor made. He is talking to Tinubu like small pikin. He is talking to Tinubu like a small boy. The Fulani come here. Let me tell you, if you don't learn a lesson now, he is speaking like a real Mazen Namdekano legal team. These are the kind of people Mazen Namdekano want to hear. Not the one that will come and bleach. His face will be like a burnt plantain. Plantain in Iroko. I'll be talking nonsense. Left and right. Look at the legal team here. Talking to a criminal and is addressing Tinubu the way he should address him. Because Tinubu does not deserve any respect. And there is no president in the zoo or no leader in the zoo that deserves respect. How can you condone this kind of nonsense? If it is in a working country, what they do to Mazen only the citizens, because of the shame their leadership have brought to them, they will go on strike. They will make sure they shut down the economy, shut down their country. It's a disgrace now. How can your country be a kidnapping country? Just imagine now, America will go and kidnap somebody. American citizens, they will look at, so you want us to become citizens of a kidnapper? They will protest. They will say, lie, we don't agree. But some people are in that country, somebody was kidnapped. You people are moving up and down as if it is business as usual. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. Animal kingdom. Please play this thing, let us listen. Thank you, Maxwell. You are a lawyer, a legal luminary. That's what you are. You are the Iroko. Not be that idiot who said Ozokeme.
Yes, please, can I?
Then now the real hero will come out. Yes, Ada, you can speak.
Yeah, he is actually admonishing the head of state with firm words, something like asking him that he's taking decision as if he is God. That word is very strong for a president, and he deserves it. As Van Vam said, a man that has no respect, you address him that way. And he also said you kidnapped, or I will say rendition. When you rendition somebody from abroad without proper procedure, it means your country does not respect your national law, neither do they respect international law. They breached two rules, international law, which they are signatory to. They breached their rule. Even UN said they should release Onyendu. They ignored UN. Again, he said to him, somebody is protesting for kidnapping his leader, and you said that you are going to bring him from where he is, which is Simon Ekpa. That is also legally telling them that where our PM lives, they don't act like Nigeria. He asked him, have you brought him back? So when you put all this together, you will know that Nigeria is a country that no human being is expected to be living in. In fact, we Biafrans, we have wasted a lot of time living in that country. Sometimes I think, how did we live in Nigeria till this date? Exactly. How did we live in that zoo gutter country till today, where a drug dealer that America has so many legal cases against him, and the man that forged certificates will be allowed to be ruling them? Because if he knows what is good for him, if he is a responsible man, a president with integrity, once you decide to release one criminal, let's assume they have treated Onyendu like a criminal, he should release everyone, but he picks and chooses the people he will release, no matter the level of their criminality. They released this cop, the super cop, Abakiari. They released now Igboho. They released Shawore. They released Wadume, leaving Onyendu there. He is not a man of integrity. Otherwise, you cannot see any legal person coming openly like this in a press conference talking to the world, because he said that they are speaking up for the world to hear, telling him, do you think you are God? So my people, all these things are part of the reasons why we want to leave that country. We want to leave the zoo. Let everybody vote, because our PM said, media team, take note, emphasize on this voting system. Let everybody vote. Nigeria is not a country. If we call them zoo, sometimes people don't know what we are referring to. I think these days I will be calling them by their name. They have accepted to live in a country that a white man amalgamated, that is not working, dangerous diversity. So this man has admonished Tinubu. In Igbo land, we call it ikpu nkata n'iru wee gwa okenye okwu, okpulugo nkata n'iru wee gwa Tinubu okwu. But being who they are, Tinubu will not understand all the rudiments in this man's press conference. Thank you, my people.
Thank you, Ada Biafra. You know, this lawyer has actually done something remarkable today. You kidnap the supreme leader, the followers rise up, you start killing them. Now a prime minister is out and is asking for the release of that very leader, and you say, no, go and kidnap him and bring him the same way I kidnapped the other one. You arrested him before in 2015, locked him up, went to go and kill him, and you ended up killing over 28 men. And then in 2021, you did not just do arrest, you went as far as kidnapping. And you kidnapped, and you successfully went away with it. Now in 2024, it is not business as usual, and you must vomit everything. But I love the admonishment. I love the admonishment where he said, you are actually listening. You are actually listening to the people that are advising you. And the people that are advising you can you still hear me?
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah, okay. And the people advising you are the ones that are making you to make ill decisions that will plague the entire country, as you call it. Because those surrounding Buhari are the people that told him the best thing for us to do is to kill this man. At the end of the day, Buhari came out and said, "Oh, I had the options of killing Mazen Namdekano, but I decided to choose to only kidnap him and bring him down." And now Tinubu has come to toe the same path, and there is nothing different. It's just a continuation of the same template. When Tinubu said, "I am going to continue from where Buhari stopped," it is exactly what we are seeing playing out now. So coming to the kidnap of Simon Ekpa will be the last thing that you people will try, and then your head will go down for it, because he is the last hope of the Biafran people. He is the only hope of the Biafran people now. Without him, everything is gone. So we love this, our swagalicious legal team, the way they are giving it bomber to bomber and bare and very naked to the zoo journalist number one, and to the zoo government number two, and to the presidency number three, and to the judiciary of one Nigeria number four, because these have been the people destroying the lives of humanity on daily basis in one Nigeria. So Simon Ekpa that you want to go after, you did not address the issue that Mazen Namdekano raised that made you to kidnap him. You did not address the issue that the followers of Mazen Namdekano raised that made you to kidnap him as well. But now the only option you have is, because more and more of the monsters of IPOB are rising up, which you people created. No, the solution is we have to go and kill all of them. So it's good that the legal team are speaking up, telling them the thing, and then they do it as the legal framework, while we in the government will now continue in the administration. I thank you all. Majugo, I think there are other people here that may want to say something before you continue to play.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, John
Who
Peter.
wants to speak, please?
John Peter, can you hear me? John Peter. Okay. Chick said they have spoken, right? Why, sister, do you want to say anything?
I think they are all in the kitchen. So play the video. Play the video. I think they are
He
all in
said
the
that
kitchen.
we are calling you, gentlemen of the press, and ask the federal government to comply with the order, and we're also calling the judge. Many people have said it that your conduct in the court that day shows that you are the judgment, the ruling you gave that day is not from you. I'm talking about that half-page ruling you gave that and dismissed all the whole application. So you should also reconsider the judiciary first. You reconsider rule of law first, and for us to go forge ahead. Telling Mr. President, you have seen how somebody that was arrested, I'm talking about was Wadume, was arrested and he was released. We are talking about to name them, Kabiru Soko, them, name a lot of them that were released, not to talk about somebody that is fighting for the right of his people, simply because you feel that he's an Igbo and you think that you can intimidate him. No, nobody intimidates anybody, because after 8 years, after 4 years or 8 years, as the case may be, you will leave, another person will come. So try and do something so that you write your name in the Guinness Book of
I
Records.
love this guy. I beg you, make I just talk one thing under 3 seconds. I love this guy. And he came out and that ethnic card that they always play. That ethnic card that they always play, he did not forget to remind Tinubu, your ethnic card of, because it's an Igbo man. You think Wadume, he mentioned all those things, and he told him, you think you can hold him there because an Igbo man. I love this guy. Go ahead, please.
This is to tell you that the legal team watches and follows up everything that happens, and they are also pained. I said something before. I said this legal team is made up of conglomerate of Biafrans. That is why it was never a good idea to go and pick someone that is not a bona fide Biafran to defend a Biafran because he wouldn't understand the pain, the shoes of a Biafran. So when these legal teams are talking, they talk from their own standpoint as a Biafran first. They feel what the Biafrans are feeling in the burning of their market, the economic jihad that is happening in Lagos, Abuja, and every other part of one Nigeria. They feel the lopsidedness in the appointment that is happening on daily basis. During Buhari's time, it was not in position. Which people man did you see that was in charge of any place? Any place you see that they put people man, is it that way you'll be washing car or where you will be answering yes sir, or where you'll be doing media aid or spokesperson. Why the main people that manage and controls the system are from the north? And so when he speaks from the standpoint of someone who is feeling the pain, just like Mazen Namdekan. He put himself in the shoes because he is already in the shoe as a Biafran. He knows what he has passed through. He knows how far they are going and what is happening. Thank you, Wachineke.
No.
Mazugo, did you notice that this man does not speak like a nationalist? Do you remember that Ejiofor said on open air that he's a nationalist? Somebody fighting for Mazen Namdekan, a separatist, as they call him. Then you, his legal lawyer, you come out and say, I am a nationalist.
Yeah. He said it.
The way this man is talking. He is not a nationalist. He is a Biafran. We move.
He said it because a nationalist would never support anything that would divide the country.
At all, yes, now.
A nationalist will never support the freedom of Mazen Namdekan.
Yes.
Adjourned date on 17th April. The cat cannot come before the horse. The horse must come before the cat. And what is the horse? Fair hearing. And the cat is the accelerated hearing. You cannot have any criminal trial without fair hearing. That is the point we are trying to make. And this message is being sent loud and clear to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to the Nigerian judiciary. Thank you very much for coming, and you have a nice day.
Go ahead. You that as we speak to you now, we have not been able to have a conference with our clients. That one is one. As a lawyer, my rules instructed me that for me to enter into a matter, I must have adequate conference with my client in line with the charges. And my client, while having that conference with him, I will make sure that my client is mentally stable and calm for him to tell me the area to go and for me to advise him accordingly. That they will never have that opportunity. The reasons being that the prosecutor, the DSSS, one is frustrating our effort to that effect so that they can prove their matter without being challenged and Nnamdi Kanu will be convicted. And we are saying that if Nnamdi Kanu, that opportunity was not given to Nnamdi Kanu, how the opportunity be given to him? Send him to Kuje Correctional Center. We have our reasons. You have a reasons to keep him in a DSSS. The reason that only you know. But we have our reasons. Where you, the court, has even confirmed that what you are saying is true. But going by the case of DSSS and Maxwell Opera. And we are not telling you that we cannot, either you transfer him to Kuje Correctional Center or you release him on bail. That's it, then you reinstated his bail as directed by the Supreme Court, or you send him to a private house for house arrest. And I gave instances, Abia State Government House, Imo State Government House, Enugu State Government House, any place that is, you are decent. Or liaison offices. Or alternatively, because the judge can do anything under Section 6, you can remind him in your house. What we need is a place that will be free. He will look around. He will not be afraid of saying anything. He will be free to give us whatever thing. Because where you said A, and you say, is it true that you do this one? He said yes. You said, okay, we are not going to defend you on this one. You can plead guilty on this. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. If so, we'll be able to advise him. That we have not done. And I'm telling you that if by the next adjourned date our applications are in, and they work with the prosecution and refuse that application, I said I don't know of others, cannot go into that trial because it is against the rules of my professional ethics. Because if anything happened, I'll be held liable because you are not prepared for trial and you put your client on a trial. And I gave you instances. You are a driver.
I will speak briefly on the issue of the rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. We are all aware that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, after the attack on him by the military of the Nigerian government, had to flee Nigeria for his life to Kenya. Unfortunately, in that attack in his hometown at Afaruku, so many people were murdered by the Nigerian military. Not less than 28 persons died on that particular day in the hands of the Nigerian military. And these are young men and women who had no arms on them, who were in a private compound of the late chief of Afaruku. After the attack on the property, killing people, the occupants, including Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his parents, that's the traditional ruler of Afaruku and the wife, had to flee, amongst other persons that managed to escape. But like we are saying, 28 persons died on that particular day. After that day, so many other people died, including the parents of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And this is as a result of the injuries, the shock that was inflicted on them by the Nigerian military that attacked the compound of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And the Supreme Court in its judgment of 15 December 2023 has confirmed this position, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's escape was not an escape from justice, but rather was a natural action taken by a human being who is aware that his life is imminently in danger. He had to run away to save his life so as to be able to stand his trial in our courts. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was eventually kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria against every known law, both locally and internationally. They also showed very grave disrespect to the Kenyan authority and to the nation of Kenya. Unfortunately, the Kenyan government appeared to be docile about the breach of their territorial integrity by the security agencies of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who came into their country and kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We strongly believe, just as the Supreme Court has also upheld, that what transpired in Kenya was an international crime. It is not just a civil matter, it is a criminal matter committed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria using its agents and agencies. The federal government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if it was a human being like myself and my colleagues here, ought by now to be in prison. Nigeria as a country, if Nigeria was a human being, ought by now to be detained in a very, very strong maximum security prison for committing the crime of kidnap. They are nothing less than Shekarau of the infamous Boko Haram. They are nothing less than the bandits that everybody is crying of today. The crime of kidnap is a heinous crime, it's a terrible crime, it's an uncivilized crime that ought not to be found within the shores of this country. But unfortunately, the federal government of Nigeria has participated in this crime of kidnap. Of course, we all know that the federal government of Nigeria attempted this kind of crime with Umaru Diko. It failed, and they got punished for it. The perpetrators were sent to prison in England. Nigeria as a nation was also penalized by the Commonwealth, suspended from every Commonwealth activity. This is what we expect should happen to the Federal Republic of Nigeria today. It is our strong belief that those agents who were sent to carry out this infamous and inglorious mission ought by now to have been brought in, interrogated, and sent to the Ministry of Justice for prosecution. But unfortunately, we are asking the federal government that perpetrated it, that engineered it, to prosecute its own agents.
Now, it's just like saying, Papa, your son, now go steal akara, kill your son. And when we say that the papa, now advise the son to go steal the akara, carry come, make the two of them chop. You don't go kill him now. It's the same thing that is happening now when you see, just like the lawyer expressed. He said, the Nigerian government of today, are seemingly the likes of Shekau, are seemingly the likes of Boko Haram, are seemingly the likes of Fulani terrorists of war Nigeria, are seemingly the herdsmen that you call them today, who are killing at impulse. So what is the difference? During the time of Marodigo, like you said, they had to sanction Nigeria from the Commonwealth Organization. They sanctioned them in many things. Now, there's one other thing that they don't always like to mention. Nigerian passport had free visa to UK. Nigerian passport had free visa to UK because of the kidnap of Umaru Diko. Because of the kidnap of Umaru Diko, that visa free to UK was revoked. They revoked, that was one of the penalties they got. They revoked that free visa entry to UK with Nigerian passport because of the kidnap of Umaru Diko. Now, today, UK is romancing with Buhari, romancing with Tinubu, romancing with all the perpetrators of the evil on the Biafran people. The massacre, the genocide, today we saw publications of over 350,000 have been massacred. You know, before we saw publications where UN said 20,000. But now you can see 350,000 have been massacred in the far north. And these are predominantly Christians. And then it was quoted that 90% of the said slaughtered were children. 90% were children, not aged people. 90% were children. So a society whereby children happens to become the prime target of the terrorists. What do you look at from such society? Because they have come to understand that after the genocide of 66 to 70s, that the children of those Biafran remnants that they killed have grown up and are risen to become the monsters of today, fighting to restore the same Biafra again. they now understand that they have to reduce the numbers of the children that are rising up in the final that are Christian, because they know when the children rise up, they will come to see and know what you did to their parents, and they will come back to say, no, this cannot happen. We have to get justice. We have to end this. So we shouldn't be expecting one Nigeria to go and penalize ourselves. One Nigeria cannot penalize ourselves. It is we that need to penalize one Nigeria from what the Biafran government in Israel are doing. Every implementation that's coming from the Biafran government is the punishment, it is the penalization that we're giving to one Nigeria. One Nigeria will not penalize ourselves. This is one fact we need to understand. When they say 350,000 have been massacred, you now sit back and then wait for the same one Nigeria to come and stop the massacre. They are the one perpetrating the massacre. No. The same person that set fire in your house will not in any way come back again to quench the fire. So you have to look for a self-defense mechanism in order to do what? To save your women and children and babies. That is what Simon Ekpa is doing, that they are asking for his head on a spike. He is defending the Biafran children so that 90% of our children will not be butchered in one day, when they will now come to account for 350,000 totally to have been massacred. Then you now tell me that 90% of those massacred were just babies. Babies! Predominantly babies. No, it can't happen. So you continue to put Simon Ekpa's name on the highest spike. Write it and put it on the highest flag, which is flown by United Nations, flown by Commonwealth Office, flown by EU, flown by America, flown by NATO. It doesn't move us, and we will continue to defend our women and children, because that is the sole aim of these very Biafra Defense Forces, so that we don't come back yelling and yearning and crying and wailing every day. No. Thank you so much.
We continue.
That it sent on this mission. Federal government of Nigeria sent people to Kenya to commit a crime of kidnap. They carried it out. Those individuals who committed this crime by now should be arrested and brought to book. Nigeria, like I said before, as far as we are concerned, until they purge themselves of this crime, remains a criminal country. It is unfortunate, it is our country, but that is the position. Until Nigeria purges itself of this crime of kidnap that it has committed against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, remains a criminal country and ought to be dealt with in that fashion. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime known to any law. Just because he's asking for self-determination for his people, which is supported by the African Charter, is supported by the United Nations Charter also on Human and People's Rights. It is supported by our Constitution. For this reason, he is being persecuted, not persecuted. For the federal government of Nigeria to have kept him in detention in a solitary confinement for 3 years is persecution. There is no law supporting this impunity. There is no law supporting this illegality. There is no law supporting this breach of our Constitution. If somebody has committed a crime, according to our Administration of Criminal Justice Act, Section 169, such a person should be detained in a prison if you must detain the person. But in this case, no crime has been committed, no antagonistic move has been made against the Constitution. Every action taken by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has the benefit of constitutional protection. Self-determination, calling for self-determination is not a crime. Asking for a referendum to determine whether this nation called Nigeria or this political arrangement called Nigeria should stand or not is a matter of his belief something that ought to be discussed and agreed upon. Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914 under Lord Lugard, and under the influence of romantic relationship, the name Nigeria was ascribed to this part of the country or this part of the world.
Bam.
Our fathers, our ancestors did not agree to an amalgamation in the first place. Our ancestors did not agree to being named Nigeria. Our ancestors did not agree to surrendering their individual and community sovereignty, but this was obtained under the barrels of the machine gun and possibly under the influence of alcohol by Lord Lugard and his girlfriend. And
Oh my God. This one is just an epitome of Masin Namdekano. It's just telling you everything the way Masin Namdekano will be telling you. So this is to tell you that every of the legal team of MNK are mentally inclined upstairs when it comes to what we
The
are doing.
spirit is at work.
The spirit is at work, it's in the flow. Political construct on top of romance. Where they carry us conjoined together under the influence of alcohol. Hey, what is different from the way MNK used to pronounce this thing?
Oh, dear.
Bam, do you have something to say? Because this man is actually doing something for us. I enjoy this guy expose, honestly.
The spirit of Mazen Nandekano has possessed every one of them.
I'm telling you, honestly. Continue, play it, as you go.
today we are all suffering that consequence. We are all suffering that false unity. We are all suffering these political arrangements. We also all know and we also all agree that in Nigeria, this country today does not have a valid constitution that you can rely or call a constitution. The people of the
Honestly,
Federal Republic
hold
of
on,
Nigeria,
Mazugu,
as we are
hold
called,
on. P2B can never employ this lawyer. P2B that is praising the constitution. P2B that has sworn his life. The Nigerian constitution, how we defend it. Look at the real lawyer here.
No, it's not I will defend it. I will defend the Constitution of Nigeria with all my life. With all my life. And I promise that I will defend the Constitution of Nigeria with all my life.
Can you imagine?
But they
Do you
are
know why he
now
says so?
confirming
Mazi,
there is nothing
Mazi,
like
do you
a
know why?
constitution. Mm.
Do you know why he says so? He will defend the constitution with all his life? Because he's one of the corporate of people that are with a car to go and get our Oyendu. He's among the conspiracy. So he's doing everything, pulling himself away from the car. He's among people,
All
not only
of
the governor,
them, all the
him too.
politicians are God pleased. All of them, because they agreed to it.
This is a lawyer.
You know,
A lawyer is telling you that this is a forced unity. You know, anytime I see this kind of lawyer now talking, I begin to ask myself, who directed or who introduced Ifeanyi Ejiofor to our leader, Mazen Namdekanu? Who introduced Ifeanyi Ejiofor?
Mazi, let me answer you. You know that if we don't have eggs that are rotten inside the cage, we will not know that all the eggs are not good. Because if you just go carry eggs, you go think say all the eggs they're good. Until when you meet the one where they rotten, now you go know say there need to be selection. Because this animal came out and claimed to be the most trusted and know everything. It is through him coming out that good heads like this had to suffix. If he did not come out and disgrace himself and expose his criminality, good heads would not put their shoes inside what we are doing. Just like when MNK started IPOB, everyone surrounded him were criminals. Criminals. Not until he came to understand that they are criminals, then he now started shouting for 100 men, 100 men, because he has now come to see that all the ones that surrounded him, they are all criminals. So the 100 men now have to start bringing them out, bringing themselves out, coming out,
Sonny.
coming out.
Sonny, no. Sonny, no. He asked for 100. He did not see. He asked for 50. He did not see. He asked for 15. He asked for 5. That was the one he cried and said, don't worry, we are going. Anybody that is ready can come and meet us.
Okay, I remember that video.
Kind of good person.
Yes, I remember that one. I remember that video you're saying now, where he said the disgrace is too much. We cannot be
Yes, I
shouting
can no
and
longer take
fighting.
this.
Even if it is to go with machete and hoe, we will go. Those
Yeah.
that are left behind can come and join us later. And
Yes.
before he finished praying, God brought Simon Ekpa for him and his 100 men. And here they are going. So, age of 4. Hey, he did so bad for his existence and his children. Actually, over to you, please.
Paul is no longer here. Let's finish the video. He's almost done.
Let me
He's
Paul in
almost
the
finished.
As we
kitchen.
have been
It's
forced to
almost
bear,
done.
had never met one day to agree to have a constitution. So the preamble of the 1999 constitution is based on falsity, based on lies, that we, the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has given unto ourselves a constitution. We did not give to ourselves any constitution. The constitution is an extension of a decree of the military juntas that was in power at the time in question. It is not the intention of the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as we have been forced to bear, to have that document as our constitution. But because we cannot continue to operate in a vacuum, we are managing it. And even in managing it, the federal government today has consistently refused to respect and obey its constitution. Or I would say its so-called constitution. The Federal Republic of Nigeria, as far as we understand it and as far as we are concerned, does not have a binding law that holds us together. The arrangement is a military arrangement in all ramifications. Lord Lugard came with his machine guns to hold us together. The military came with their machine guns and bombs to force us to swallow a constitution, a document called constitution. So until the people of Nigeria come together to decide whether they want to remain.
555 wants to talk.
Yes. Yes, my brothers. You know, it is good. Yes, this one is the one I analyzed today. What is happening here is what I want to explain to Biafrans. The legal team is stretching hands of international interview because the words they use here, what Nigerian government Shegu of Channel Television to invite them. And this is the challenge that is going on here. These people now have stood up to their feet to do their job. This is when they are needed to speak as Igbo people they are. The intelligence of Igbo man, that is now they are trying to prove it to the whole world.
Do you think Nigeria media will give them the chance to come and speak?
This is the area I'm coming.
Because they are not for Nigeria. Why Ejiofor was running inside outside was because he was for them.
There is something that is
Can
going on here. They said they are going to boycott the court day, which means with the day of the court, if the lawyers didn't appear in the court, the media, Nigerian media and the international media is obliged to ask, why did they not appear in the court? And they will refer them to this video, and here starts the matter. That is what I observe in this place. And for
Please,
them to go strike, just like we are doing sit at home, this is their own sit at home. They want to do strike against injustice playing in Nigeria. Here now they are telling you that Nigeria is found under alcoholic influence,
Of course.
and nobody can dispute it. And Nigeria is found under romantic influence. This is now recorded. This one now is lawyers with a certificate is saying this thing now. So the game have started. We are repeating again. Biafrans, if you know that your brother or sister has not voted, advise them to go and vote. PM need your vote. Biafran government need your vote. We need it in numbers. That is the only thing. If you want to come and pay and support a Biafran Liberation Army, that is good. But try to pass that your vote, because your vote is your freedom. Thank you.
Mazi, can I put in a list, please? I'm here with you people.
Yeah, go on.
You see, this man, they talk like saying na one of una. He's a media warrior, not a lawyer anymore. This man, they talk like a media warrior. He be like say he don't pull the coat of lawyer put for ground, and he can't pick he pick media side because they happen. It's not about, it's not only lawyer now for the court law. This one now they preach. They Biafra now they preach so that the people will know what in day. Made the Christians when there is nothing, when they join us together as a nation, as a country, by force rule. Now this man just they talk about so he don't read them. The spirit of can possess them. People like say they don't know what they do. You over possess them so they not care for anything they get. All women are they so. If not before, the fear went for grip them. They not go fit talk even 1/3 of what they don't talk. See them with confidence, with boldness. The spirit of Biafra is on them. Don't be lawyer now. This one, I say now, better media warrior. That be these people. Thank you, my brother. Adeye Wituna. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nation,
No, that word we used to
cannot
say
that we have a nation.
You are not done. I thought you finished.
no, there was something I wanted to remind the Biafrans about the word we used to say. When you push a goat to the wall, the goat has no option than to bite. That is when you will know that a goat can bite. This is the time now. Anybody that is a Biafran, anybody that need freedom, the war have just started. The lawyers' legal team have started the war. Diplomatic war have started. So everybody should be careful and know. This video, if you go deep on it, you will not finish it in 10 hours. What this man said. Thank you.
There were. What is his name? My brother Kenneth. I'm sending you the link. Just follow the link. You will go and vote. The link I send you now. I send you the link. On this message, you will see I replied you with the message with the link to where you will vote. Anybody here that need a link where to vote, I will just send you. Just let us know.
Now, some will say it is the National Assembly that has the powers to determine such. We beg to disagree on this. The National Assembly does not have the power because in the first place, the Constitution of the National Assembly is made from the false document called the 1999 Constitution. You cannot place something on nothing and expect it to stand. You cannot put, you cannot build a mansion on lies. The people of Nigeria today did not sit at any time to have a constitution. A decree, a military decree was made, and we were forced to take it and adopt it and accept it as our constitution. But ordinarily, I was not represented. People from my community were never represented in that constitution-making process. And I'm sure even members no flex the common position of all the lawyers here, the position of the MNK legal team. This legal team is not going to be part of the travesty of justice that is being cooked in the pot. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to get a fair trial, this legal team is not going to be part of murdering justice in a Nigerian court over the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It does not mean we are going to abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but we will, as a group, as a team, abandon a process. We will refuse to be participants in a process that is geared to pre-program the injustice on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let that be clear. So it does not sound like we are going to boycott Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. If you want to say we shall boycott the judiciary, you can use that. But what we are boycotting will be manifest injustice and lack of fair trial.
They can go ahead and convict him without him being defended.
If you have one more question, you ask so that.
Yes. So for those that misunderstood what our legal team said, he said we are not going to be part of that charade, because by the time we exonerate that charade, that means we have absorbed one Nigeria of whatever they are doing. That means we are in support of it. That means we love what they are doing. That means we endorse it. So they did not say they are going to boycott Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because some of you are already quoting it upside down. Said they will boycott that judiciary that wants to bastardize and the legal proceedings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because they have stated all the reasons. You don't allow them access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to discuss with them for them to know what to go and defend and what to go and talk about. You don't allow them to ask Mazi Nnamdi Kanu question and say, what happened? What did not happen? How were you kidnapped? How were you not kidnapped? How many days were you tortured, or what happened to you? How many people accosted you, at where and at what time? How did you leave UK? Were you in UK or were you in America before you left for Kenya? To what did you go there to do? Who invited you, and what happened, and what led to what, and what led to what? They don't want the legal team to talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to bundle him in chains like this, the same way they brought him from Kenya, bring him to court, then sit down and then adjudicate on his head. So be it. The legal team will not be there to validate such nonsense. Instead, they will boycott that judiciary, stay outside. You people will do it alone, so that it will be on record that the zoo kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on their own, brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then use their own lawyer to adjudicate and to do what? To give a verdict against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's defense counsel, so that you will explain to the entire world where is it done in any practice of law, so that we will understand. Some of you may be perturbed that, oh, the legal team said they will not be there. They have their reasons of not being there. It is to speak volume. It is not for you to be worried. Oh, if there is nobody to represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to speak for him as a lawyer, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will rot in jail. No, that means you are in full paradise. Your brain is still working in that one Nigeria, you don't understand what is actually happening. There is no how you will bring a client to the court to adjudicate on his matter when you don't give him right to fair hearing. That implies that you must allow him to choose his lawyer. If there is no lawyer to choose, you provide one. And that one now will have access to him, talk to him, hear from him. He will tell him what he has and how he has to defend him in private. Not that everything he's saying must be recorded by you that wants to use it against him in court. And today you don't come and you say you're deciding his fate. No. This is what has been happening since 2021. And the legal team, this very legal team, the members of have been trying to voice out whenever they wanted to voice out. Ejiofor said you cannot. And this is why they have been going to the court since 2021 till this time. Nothing fair is coming out because they have not been talking to MNK. So they were just buying time. So they are happy now that they have removed the eye of one Nigeria inside the legal team. They can now think and they can tell you what you should know. So any day you see them protest, refer back to this video. The video is there. We pick it complete. This one is unedited. This one has not been edited. They did not remove something. This one is from Symphony. The one that Channel Television posted was edited. They cut out some things. The one that TVC posted, Arise News and NTA, they cut out many things so that you will not hear the truth raw. I thank God that Jimako himself also posted it on his own angle. So later, I will still download this one also, post it on Twitter so that tomorrow, when you're looking for it next year, I will reference you to go and look for it on our Twitter page. Because the zoo are demonic. And for us to have a standing legal team that refuses to be part and parcel of this injustice is what we had ever longed for. If this is how this legal team had come out clear all along since 2021, by now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would have been out from this place. But because we had a compromise of the most trusted criminal betrayal of all kinds in the name of Ejiofor, he destroyed every effort that all of them were trying to bring on the table. Today, you can see what they suffered to make rich. I thank you all watching.
Yeah, I think we don't try. It's well then a midnight today. That's why I know great talks is all this why, because me talking would disturb some people. So Biafrans, we have done marvelously well and justice. So maybe we just greet Biafrans and remind them one thing or the other before we go. Tomorrow is fundraising. Make una no forget. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Nobody should forget. And if you have not done voting, go and do voting. You've never vote, go vote. Go and vote. Other one important that you vote. I'm begging everybody. What is sister? You want to say bye-bye to Biafrans?
So my brothers,
Okay.
thank you very much for me to be in your midst. Thank you.
No, we are blessed you here.
Thank you so much. Biafra, I'm not going to listen to this tape. Now, what did they gidigba? Not be tomorrow now. I go to say because all those Izama, they go come twist and now say, oh, they not fit pay them. Now they run. Oh, they don't, because they will not twist it. So no matter how they will twist it, we don't come here and now can analyze them for now. Smoke now listen, so that they don't go brainwash now again. This is a madam, you know. So and the only like my brother just say now voting. If you like, me could be 80 million. Carry on voting because time not there again. No time. This ship is sailing. So please, my brothers and sisters, wherever on a day, but on join us. They vote so that we go enter Biafra land. The land will be like Dubai. When you find past Dubai, milk and honey, what we need to see, and we get that for our land. Now we won't go so. But our brother, when they crucify, our leader, when they crucify. So what do you want? He said, "Now for my people, I'm only fighting for my people." That's to me. So this man now they fight for now. Now make can don't be saying for himself. He don't need anything from us. He don't need nothing from us. Only saying that the good heart when he gets. Now he take the suffer so. So the only good thing I go do back for him. Now make gonna vote. I bet more na vote, make gonna donate. If now one naira, one pound, one euro, one dollar, now money. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. I bet more gonna come vote and donate. Thank you and God bless all of you now until we go see tomorrow again. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to come and join you people. Thank you.
Mazi Paul.
Yes. Thank you so much, my comrade. Somebody, Mecca Afuta, is asking if you can send him the link to vote, because all we are doing is to let Biafrans know that your freedom is in your door. That's why the lawyers is now speaking bold. Now, the next thing needed from you is go and cast your vote. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Try to join, try to participate however you can. Thank you, lovers of freedom, and see you next time. My comrades, I greet you all. One love.
Chineke, we thank you for hanging on and staying with us up to this time. The time here where I am is some minutes past 1 a.m. And then we are still awake and reaching you with the gospel of heaven. Thank you for joining us. Like my comrades have said earlier, the fundraising is where we prove that we support our Biafra Liberation Army and we support the Biafra government to leave Nigeria. Thank you very much, Airborne.
Thank you so much. Shuk said, are you there or your network is not permitting you? Well, Biafrans, we don't do and well. We don't try. We go say, una, well done. Thank you all for supporting us, for hanging around us till this time. Una, good night.
Go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.